Right.
Mm, What's up, guys? We are live. Put my banner up. What's up, Vandell? How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm all parked for the night. It was a great work day. Got to get up early tomorrow, but today was a great day.
Okay, great day. Great day to be alive. What's
Mhm.
up, guys? We've been a while since we've been on live, a YouTube live.
It has been a minute.
I know. Okay, let me put yeah. I don't know why StreamYard doing it. It is so fucking weird. Okay, let me put it in that spiller for you. Copy. I don't know what's going on because somebody else.
Yeah, it's just it's nice once you like get in it, but then like it's just getting in it is the task.
Okay. What's up, guys? I'm here. I'm just trying to get everybody up and loaded. I don't know why it's not acting right. I apologize. I don't know why StreamYard is not doing what it's supposed to do. What's up?
Hello?
What's up,
Hello?
Tasha? Can you hear me?
Oh, you can hear me? Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't know why it's acting up. Spiller having the same problem too, and
Right,
we
I
should
couldn't click
stop.
it from the group from the message you sent me. Maybe I don't know, maybe because you put the message on top, so it was weird. You had to just put the link and then put the message. Maybe.
Uh, okay, maybe you probably is right. Cause Nisha,
Hello.
she always can come up. Yeah, can you hear us, Spiller?
Yeah, I've been trying to get about 15 minutes.
Hey,
Yeah,
Spiller,
it's
you big back honky, you.
what?
Who is that?
Y'all beefing?
Oh,
Part of my honky. I'm
you know,
beefing when
you
I'm
know,
part of my honky.
you know
Nigga,
the
far
girls
from right.
change like the girls change like the weather. Greg, I have no idea what they got going
No,
on.
the Pope seems like the weather, but go ahead. Go ahead now.
The girls change with the weather, so I don't know what be going
The
on.
Pope.
Not
I
the punk.
don't know what they got
Hey,
going on.
y'all. Who this
Hey
with the B?
love.
Tasha,
Who that?
say about it. Tasha's
Gonzal?
really a sweetheart. She
Hey
just be acting
baby.
like she's lying.
What's
He
up,
called me a
Von?
sweetheart.
What's up,
Oh,
Vondell?
Greg. You're so
Not
sweet.
much. How are you, love?
Good. The streets been talking about you, Vondell. The
Girl,
streets.
How's
stop,
good?
Spiller. Don't.
Gonzal, I've been hearing more of your
The
music,
streets. The
with
streets have
Greg
been talking
playing your
about
music
Vondell.
more and more, honey. You've been doing. I like it. You get beats.
Thank you, baby.
Certain shit you got like you've been growing on me, Gonzal. I ain't gonna hold. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You growing on me, baby.
Well, I'm glad that I've been growing on
I
you.
told she a
Yeah,
sweetheart. It's not she came in talking bad about you. Now she like you. She's a
Oh
sweetheart.
yeah.
She just like to be tough online.
I caught. I was. Shut up, Greg.
We gonna get
Greg.
Vondell to Atlanta, let him know what the streets been saying.
Listen, the plan is to come there this summer.
Yeah, you was
We
messy.
need we need you there. We need you there like in a few weeks.
Lord, do we? I'm saying what they been saying, child. Let me know.
Yeah, see,
Now you
I
know
was I was trying to keep you out the mess, Bun. I was trying to keep you out the mess.
Somehow I always end up back in it.
Okay, girl, it's giving a pop up finale.
Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy.
Girl, Cause everybody getting brought up. Ain't nobody safe, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, everybody safe.
Mm-mm.
Ain't nobody safe.
that's
You
that
know,
fool because
in front of the camera or behind the camera.
Okay, everybody can get hurt.
Lord. Well, I was say from what I hear, Spilla, you and Trap, y'all ain't safe either. What's been going on?
Well,
Yeah.
no,
Nisha,
I'm not safe. I ain't know I was safe.
yeah, it's been a lot, but more
So
coming.
Greg, Greg will tell me he'll let it just happen when I show up. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I was in the
Lord,
thing. I didn't know I was in the thing.
was it
Yeah,
an ambush?
No, I'm
nah,
just playing. Nah, not with me. I'm just playing. It wasn't an
nah,
ambush at all with nobody.
right,
Mm.
nah.
They may have felt ambushed. It may have felt like a couple of people was on you, but it was just one. It was
Lord
just
have
one person.
mercy.
Nah,
If
it's
you
all
get
good.
hit with multiple things, your feet and legs get and fists and feet hitting you at the same time, it feel like a jump.
Oh my gosh.
It's a mess. I
But
see.
now, one day I'm safe. Listen, I'm good in the streets with everybody. I don't do all that.
That's good. That's how I try to keep it too.
Mhm.
Well,
Yes.
for what I know, I'm good in the streets. I don't know. Like I said, you show up, these folks minds change, they get on these drugs, this liquor, and it be a thing. So I don't know.
Mm. Lord,
Keep
not
your
the
head,
drugs, child.
keep your head on the swivel when you're around these folks. That's what I do.
Hmm. You
Okay.
got to. You
What they say?
got
'Cause
to.
the girls will
Come
get
on,
you.
Swivel. Okay, so can we play the trailer so we can talk our shit? Like, what we doing? Is this gonna be playing while we talking shit, or because I
Tosh.
want the people over here to see it too. I'm showing it. I'm showing it to the people over here
Okay, then we
People
finna
who?
when you
play it
play
from the
it.
Doing
top.
who?
All right, we finna start from the top, guys. Tosh want to come in and run shit.
Because you don't know what's going on. People don't know what's going on. They want to move it on.
Right.
This season
You can't laugh about it. Let's move
on
on.
the House of Music.
All right, guys. We finna play the super trailer before we break it down.
This season on the House of Music.
Hello, cheers to real life and reality.
Real life and reality. Yup.
Battery low.
No artist should put out anything unreleased. No,
I love songs from my favorite artists that ain't was finished from the damn studio.
And that's me
those
too.
are my motherfucking favorite songs.
And that's definitely me too.
So it's just a part of the journey of as an artist. We have to not care and throw it out to the people.
Tell me the reason why you lie to me. Why you fell in love all the time? Why?
Put some sauce on it. Hold on.
Tell me the reason why you lie to me. Why you fell in love all the time? Why you painting skies of blue when you know that I've been trying to love you? You run from me. Oh, it ain't sweet.
I had like a really crazy upbringing, just from being child abused, it was a very crazy upbringing, molestation and stuff, But Lil Blue was kind of like what I would have at night. He was what all I had, it was like after 7 o'clock at night, my daddy turned into the villain of the house, you know what I'm saying? And then, and then it would just be chaoticness from 7 o'clock till it was time to go to school.
It's hard. It's hard to share. Like your crabs with people that you feel like don't give a fuck about you. It's hard. So when you said that, I'm like, I gotta learn how to navigate that. And I'm alone, and I feel alone. It is like, okay, you telling me that, but it's hard, because I feel alone.
At the end of the day, that situation had nothing to do with nobody but me and Siani. And the fact that so many of y'all commented on it the way y'all did, and y'all drugged me for filth, and y'all created a narrative.
Reality show with all of us. Of course, it's going to get around. Remember what you talking about.
You brought up to the people. Nobody else did. It doesn't matter. Shut the fuck up, and I can talk out. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, so don't go to the hospital in your grave.
Didn't I say I wasn't going to do her because she's a whole woman?
Because I'm going to fight by mine. Yes. By all means.
But I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said anything about anybody. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have chosen. You're not gonna disrespect anybody. No, you shouldn't be talking shit like people.
I'm the one who got you.
So I woke up and my pants was down and shit, and this motherfucker trying to eat my ass.
You woke up and what?
I woke up and he was eating my ass.
I woke up and you was on my dick. I woke up, your legs were in some time between now.
You ain't never put your leg between nobody's legs and then been like, yeah, baby, are we gonna fuck or something like that? You have never done it. When did I say that? When the fuck did I say that? Hey, yo, boy, you want to put your fuck out here, bitch, you'll get dead. We'll both be dead in this bitch. No, like, bitch, like, I'm crazy for real. Like, bitch, like, no, like.
I was sober when all the shit started.
I don't think you were sober. I have to keep it. I don't just gotta be honest.
You told me you wasn't sober.
Okay, technically I wasn't sober, but I wasn't drunk. Hello, guys.
There's a lot to in that. A lot going on.
Let's let Tosh go first, if she got people on the online with her.
Tosh.
Can I ask a question or can I say something?
Yeah. You go in, Misha.
How y'all doing? I'm sorry I'm late.
How you doing?
Hello.
Okay. I want to go all the way back. Why does every time, and I have nothing against J-Dot, me and J-Dot issues are in the past and I leave them in the past. But if you can get over jail, if you can get over somebody about to hit you in the car walking across the street to the grocery store to get a cigarette, if you can get over all those things, why every time you're talking about stuff, you always bring up this emotional trauma that your dad or your family and your upbringing has put on you? And then when you're asked a question or you're asked something about something
this season on the House of Music
that leads to emotions, that's okay, that leads to emotions, you bring this up, but then you throw that on other people, like you should do this and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do this, and then you're the only person that's always beating people up. But then when when the light is turned on you, oh, feel sorry for me because I went through this, or feel sorry for me because I experienced this. We all have experienced some kind of trauma or some kind of emotional outlet or neglect or whatever. I just don't understand why every time this man opens his mouth, this is the only concrete thing that he says, and every time he opens his mouth. He's been saying this since I met him, and I met him in like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. It's so funny you said that. That same thing, me, Manaya, and T-Spiller was on the line last night. That's why I laughed.
Oh, yeah.
Manaya was asking the same questions about, we understand trauma, but at this point, it felt like he using the trauma for just pity and sympathy. Like, what a victory coming from.
And then my other thing is this. When we were filming, we had an allegation of him roofing people. Y'all know what roofies is, right?
Not roofing.
Yes.
Yeah. They ain't came out yet.
Not exclusive. So he go from flip flopping in the bed with you. Not that
You done flip flop. You done raped this girl. Pull
Oh,
this
no.
girl. Like, come on, J Dot.
So J Dot basically Jeffrey Dahmer right now.
Right,
Black
without the
Dahmer.
blood and the bodies
Without
in
the
the
blood
closet.
and the bodies. For all we know.
Yeah,
They
come on, J Dot.
might be in the, listen, that might be in the cakes. He might put them in the cakes.
Come
for all
on,
we
J
know.
Dot. You got to change up because at a certain point, nobody's gonna want to be around you because they're gonna feel like you are a loose cannon.
He definitely a loose cannon.
You know what I'm saying? You got accountability of what you're doing. You know, because from what we see in the clip, if the guy wouldn't have said something, he would have never said anything. He just thought it was just another day at the fucking park.
Yeah,
You know,
that's fair.
and then when the guy said something, you know, and like I said the other day, I said, I cannot, Misha, I've never been high. I've never went to sleep high on anything besides vodka and cranberry. So I don't know what a drug sleep will do. I don't know. But I also do know if you got on jeans and these boys wear their jeans super tight and somebody has pulled down your jeans, you don't move, you don't feel anything. And if you don't feel anything, when you do wake up and this person is in the act, in the real time act, what do you do?
Right. And that was one of the questions Manaya raised about the boy not the boy, but the perimeter, the artist that made the claim. Her question was, why didn't he attack J-Dot that night versus that morning when he brought it up? So these are some of the same questions that Manaya had too. So it's so funny that you asking the same stuff.
Like what? Like Greg, if me and you are first of all, me and you are in the bed and we both are doing the same type of drug that leads to the same type of activities. I'm thinking I'm hoping you thinking what I'm thinking.
Well, at this point,
we said that the other night.
At this point, it's alleged. I don't know if the boy partaked in a drug because I didn't never see him, and I got all this information after we were out filming. So for me, it's still alleged. And like I told J-Dot when he told me that the boy called him and apologized, I'm like, I can't take that. I can't take you saying that because I didn't hear him say that. So everything that at this point I'm hearing, unless he tell me, it's alleged because I never heard him say these things. I never, like I told someone, we was talking the other night. When I left that room, that boy was knocked the fuck out sleep. I can vouch for that.
I'm with Misha now. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. At first, I was like, J-Dot might be telling the truth, but like the roofing, the touching folks when they sleep,
well, the roofing
grabbing the boy
is a separate situation. I promise you.
But I'm not saying in general, it's still allegation on him though. Type thing.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm saying like that part, and then the bad part, eat somebody when they sleep, and then grabbing somebody and saying that's what you do. That's just what I do, grabbing somebody's private parts and telling somebody that's just what I do.
Yeah, it's a
From
lot
in the club,
of
I'm just gonna.
stuff.
So it's like that's when it's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's the record show on our live, even after that episode aired with him and Jamal, me and him got into like a full-blown argument because he trying to tell me that he still don't see nothing wrong with it. And I'm like, I think you just have to have wisdom. The wisdom part of things of it is, even if I feel like I can do certain things like Janet Jackson or anybody, I don't have the right to touch on anyone, whether it's non-sexual or not, whether I'm fighting them or not. It's a violation. So for him to just feel like the whole Jamal thing, he was still trying to justify that. And I was just like, man, I think you just need to break with that one. Just let that one be and just apologize to Jamal and say, you're right. I have no reason to touch you. Not what we did before, not what we talk about. Now let me go ask the family. And I'm like, what his family got to do with you asking him to touch him? So I do agree whether that's smoke or fire. I still don't know to the degree of what J-Dot is doing. Is he doing it in a malicious way or a sexual way, or he just doing it in a very oblivious way where he's just used to doing shit through his way? That's the part I don't know about.
But Greg, but if you're doing it in a oblivious way and somebody points it out to you, don't you stop?
Stop. Yeah, like if you keep
repeating
the offense.
that part could be his ego. That don't mean that he's doing it maliciously or he's doing it in a
But it is
sexual
malicious
manner.
if the person feel if the person say I don't want this, that is like
because the clip with
malicious.
the boy with the mic, the boy said, "Bro, stop." He was telling him to stop, and I think J-Dot said, "Bro, we in the club, we in the app or something." I don't remember, but the boy did tell him to stop. He was like, "Bro, what you doing? My
You're like, I
family
don't
here," or
stop when I'm in the
something like
club.
that.
I do this. I grab when I want somebody grab it. And it's like,
You
I mean,
can't.
to him, I get what you said. To J-Dot, it's not malicious. That's
What
what he
you
do.
doing all day? What you
But
guys
yeah,
doing? I don't like this shit because y'all know how I give it up about when it comes to fucking J-Dot. But let's be motherfucking clear. I have to keep us and call a fucking spade and a thing a fucking thing. This is not one time. It's not two times. It's probably like 3 times, J-Dot.
yeah.
It's scary,
And no,
y'all.
no, Tosh, I'm here with your point too. Like I said, I don't know if it's J-Dot ego. I can't say J-Dot doing this stuff in a sexual rapist way. I'm not going to say that. I just feel like his ego, he feel like he can just do certain things. So I don't know if it's his ego,
Yeah,
and that's the part I don't know about. But I do know what you're saying. Like you say, it's obvious smoke, but I just think sometimes he could just be ignorant, right? He could just think, oh, I could just do what I want to do. So that's the part I can't say right now, only because I don't know his intent.
But I'm saying,
I don't
if
know
you
his
going
heart.
around, if somebody sleep and they sleep or they allegedly sleep, knocked out, and you pull their pants out and eat their ass, like, what they got to do with your ego? Or I can just pull your pants out because you sleep and eat
Right,
your ass?
that you set out to do. That's malicious intent.
Yeah, that's like malicious intent.
You
didn't
set
ask
out
me.
to do
I'm
that.
sleep. I'm
Right,
sleep.
and
So
listen,
you didn't
I
ask
agree.
me.
That is, if you intentionally done it in that manner, I 100% agree with that. But like I said, I still have to play not both sides, but it's stories come out on both
Yeah, you
ends.
both and we did. Yeah,
Two people from the house that was supporting Perimeter at the time came out now in support of J-Dot. So you see what I'm saying? So now I just have to just let everything just play out. Everybody get a side of the story because I don't know. I didn't even know there was drugs doing usage there at the house. I didn't know J-Dot
doing
was
that.
doing drugs. Because I'm really thinking like after we filmed, I went to bed. They was on the porch, right? So a lot of stuff I found out like later. So if two people that allegedly talked to Perimeter told them that based upon what they said, I just be like, I don't know what to believe because it's hearsay, she say. The only thing I can vouch for is Perimeter. When I left that room, that boy was asleep, knocked the fuck out, and I can vouch up to that point. I cannot vouch for anything else.
After at this point, I don't know Perimeter. I noticed him today because he liked my post that I posted about this video. But needless to say, at this point, it's like somebody need to give J-Dot some butt.
No, at this point, somebody need to take J-Dot to sexual healing classes.
Yeah,
somebody need to get him some butt.
You can't
stop playing with him.
Allegedly,
some butt.
we're speaking allegedly. But what if
he laughing? Look at this video laughing.
What if Perimeter would have been the type of guy? Since you did this, I'm about to whoop your ass and fucked over you, and then we would have been, sending you flowers and orange juice at the hospital behind something that you probably caused.
Oh yeah.
And that's the scary part. That's what I'm saying. And if he could have got physically harmed, attacked, killed, anything could have happened. Like
rape is traumatic. Thank God I've never been raped, but I almost was raped. I damn near ran off my fucking shoes.
Well, that's why somebody would they need to come say, J-Dot, come take this, but.
Well, J-Dot saying that it didn't happen like that. J-Dot is saying that
he said it was consensual. Like
it was consensual.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Okay,
that's
so
what it seemed like he was saying from the video.
Okay, so
it was consensual. I mean, he was sleeping in the same bed. I mean, come on now, we know what J-Dot give.
But no, we can't go with that.
Everybody
because you get in the bed with J-Dot, that means
we can't say that.
Right, you get in the bed with J-Dot, but be expecting the rubber to fill up for the hard digging it back. Something like it's gonna give that because I mean, like I said, not one, not two, but 3. Okay.
Perimeter and J-Dot had just met, and they, from what I have, I was there. They had just met, so no, it wasn't. I don't know.
Right, he don't know J-Dot like that.
Listen, he should have been watching. prior seasons and episodes and situations going on with J-Dot name in it. So like I said, love J-Dot down, Brown to the
He
get
cool, yeah.
down.
Jedi cool.
You feel me? But I mean, I just feel
Well,
like
you might be the one that need to negotiate some sex with him since you know him and you love him down to the ground.
try. No, he ain't ready
But
for
then,
this
and then,
pussy, girl.
like we said, he did it 3 times, like times. But that lady say you stole her purse. If you stole Misha's purse and Misha that time stole
Why
my
you bring that
wallet,
dumbass shit up? Don't tell me. Don't bring no
I'm
dumb
just using
shit.
it as an example. If Misha said you took her wallet, I'm gonna be like, oh, Ty probably did it because the lady said she took her wallet. It's easy to
No.
believe. Like with Jada, it's easy to
No.
believe.
You're a
It's
repeat
3 times.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Once is a charm. Twice is the difference. Twice is the difference. That one time is the first and the only time somebody say I fucking stole their wallet. I never been through that shit my whole motherfucking life. So you can say what that motherfucking thing.
Nah, I
So
use
you
that
can
as a
don't bring up that much. That ain't that. I don't use that damn shit because people motherfuckers say Che was bending your ass back or bitch, nobody say nothing. But don't
He
come for
probably did.
me.
He probably did. Who was there for 3 years? Probably it did happen.
Don't come for me,
Who said
Spiller.
it happened? I said it happened.
Motherfucking maggot on my nerves. Not that.
I never denied that that happened. We
So
was on
let
3
me
years.
ask y'all this though: how do y'all? What? I mean, Manaya.
Yes.
How you
Oh,
doing?
Manaya up here.
What's up,
Hey,
Manaya?
girl.
What's up, Manaya?
We breaking down a trailer, and they was Misha just raised a question about J-Dot because this is once Real Life and ATL come out, it will be like the third thing around J-Dot that gonna come out about like
An
dealing
essay.
with these type of behaviors.
Allegation. Essay allegation. Say your word properly, Gregory.
Okay. And Misha brought up about because on her show it's gonna be an allegation about Rufus, but that one is real crazy. So that is just I don't really want to say too much about that one right now. So what's your take on it,
he need to be put on pause.
Now you said what I think about what?
What do you think about the whole things around that? Because one thing that Misha brought up is something you brought up. You said Jada always refer back to his trauma as a way to get sympathy. So it was so funny that when Misha said, I was like, that was Manaya exactly was saying the other night. Like he never get the victory.
I don't think he want the victory.
Why are you so bad?
So yeah, that's what we at with it. What at this point, what are you thinking need to happen with the situation, or we just need to let it play out? Because the boy could come back and say that he lied, and then J-Dot is vindicated. But
no,
like
he's not
J-Dot,
vindicated because he done did this before. He's not vindicated. He probably don't. He probably get probation, but the bitch still gonna get some punishment. He probably gonna get probation.
Yeah, probation for 5 years.
Yeah, because you can't. And my thing is also this. Okay, if the boy do come back and say you didn't do this, because he took it back. He said you tried, and then he said you did. So we're somewhere in the middle. The viewers are somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking at it like, if you did do this, Perimeter, what did you do? And if you did, if he was to do this, Perimeter, what did you do? It still goes back to him. Because if a motherfucker, I don't give a fuck if I'm high, I'm giving God a high five, and I feel a slight twitch that I ain't did, and I open my eyes and I done seen you done pull my pants up, done put all fours, and your face is about to get buried in my mountains. I'm only 2 things I gotta do: fight or flight.
Yeah,
that's what I
nothing
said.
else
Misha.
I can do.
I said I wake up and I'm getting licked down my crack. We fighting.
That's what I'm saying. It's either fight or flight. There's nothing else that you can do. Are you taking it back because you don't want people to feel like you're not a man? You know what I'm saying? Are you taking it back because you don't want people to say, "Oh, he raped you"? Or it's a lot to it. It's just not what we're. It's a lot. If you dismantle it, it's a lot that can go with it.
Maybe he thought it was somebody he liked. Then he turned around over Jada. He was like, "Oh nah, you can't do this to me."
I'm done.
You know, because people, who wants to? We gay, but who wants to look like a punk? Who wants to look? Who wants to get raped? Who wants to be raped?
Nobody, exactly. No, me, she right. You definitely right. Nobody wanted that to happen to them.
Nobody wants that to happen to them.
But that's the only way. That's the only way some of the girls can get it.
Well,
what you got to say about Manaya?
Okay, love. Well,
Keep it running.
well, you know what my standpoint on it is.
Mhm.
Everybody else is all over the board, honey. To me, it's none of that. Folks need to stay off of drugs. They need to stop doing things at them. And if you go out of town, leave your drugs at home. Maybe you can conduct yourself in a manner where you won't look like no predator or somebody who just sex hungry or whatever. And maybe you won't make the mistake of
Oh my God.
or
Don't
maybe
do
you
that.
won't make the mistake of, hey, I'm so high out of my mind and I want to get freaky and I want to do this. But then when I wake up sober or whatever, whenever it wear out for me, hey, somebody did this and did that to me. Because now I have come back to my senses and I don't know who in the house
So you think it's
heard.
the possibility that the boy have regrets?
Everybody on here is grown. Who molest you, touch you, do something to you that you don't want, and you leave from the place where they did it to you, and then you go and you sit for a minute, and you know, if you didn't want it, you thinking about it. Oh, that person, they make me sick, and you return back to that. I have to deal with stuff that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Yeah,
crazy
you return
like
back
it.
to the scene.
But
okay,
his thing
Manaya,
was
let me
also
ask you
too.
this. Can I ask
It was
Manaya a question then about
he
it?
said it was also shock value. He was also like used to people doing
Ain't
it.
nobody that shot. Listen.
Yeah, they don't shock. You done got
I'm
your
pretty
ass ate
sure the
before.
folks, the
You
boys
weren't
that
shocked by that.
Jeffrey Dahmer ate and did all the things, they were shocked when he busted
That's
them
shock
across their
value.
head.
Yeah, that's shock value.
But
Okay.
you know, they still tried to escape from him. They didn't, and if they did, they didn't return. You know,
Let it
I don't
return
care
and be
how
like, can I
shocked
sleep
you
here?
are. You have to think about the facts. I don't care if this is something that I don't want. I'm not return. If I'm shocked, we fighting. If I'm shocked.
Honestly, I think we're dealing with two liars, and it's just the battle of the liars. Like
Something happened. Something happened.
the battle of the
Something
It
happened.
liars.
is the battle of the liars. And you right. People who just can't tell. Now they can tell part of the truth, but not the whole truth.
Oh, true. Yeah, it's something missing
You
because
know. So no, that don't even. And I think that folks need to be held accountable when they do stuff like that. You need to get to the bottom of it because if you was on drugs, you don't need to be on this. I'm sorry. I just think for me.
Oh,
So at
Manaya,
this point, we need to have a no
I
drug
can't say
policy all the
that.
way
You
around.
do, and especially if you're going out of town. Now that's a show enough violation. Bringing drugs and things, doing stuff. You shouldn't do that. You know.
But Manaya, you got to look at it like I'm a drug addict.
Well, stay your drug addict at home and let the
what I'm
folks come
saying
who
is,
are not.
no, what I'm saying is all of us on here collectively, we all have our own vices.
Mm-hmm.
All of us. I cannot, whether I'm at my job, wherever I'm at, I have my own vice.
Mm-hmm.
If me and you sip champagne, we're adults. We cannot say alcohol and drugs are on a different scale. Everybody in there was drinking. Everybody in there was doing what they like to do. So when you say drugs, alcohol,
But what I'm saying is, Misha, I know for a fact. Have you? I'm saying what I know for a fact. Have
Everybody
you
went in
ever
there
wrote?
doing drugs because I didn't know there was drugs usage until after the fact.
No,
That's
So this is what I'm saying. Now I have done both. Look, I have dabbled in ice and I have drunk alcohol. I know for a fact that I can drink a boatload of alcohol and it ain't gonna make me want to cope. No man, I can bring my ass home and go to bed. But if
I'm not saying that. No, I'm going back to what you said about you.
So that's what I'm saying. It's the drugs that alter people that make them want to do these things. If you drink
I agree with that. I agree with that. But what I'm trying to make you understand is, or I'm trying to get you to see, what I'm trying to get you to see is, no matter what drug a person is on, if a crackhead is drinking beer, they're going to drink enough beer to get close to or above that coke high or that crack high if they can't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't sit here and say
they're not on.
So we can't sit here and say, well, I can't sit here and
I put them
say,
on auto, but when I flip them, I turn them off because they be on.
All right.
so I can't sit here and say drugs really, really played a big part in it. That's something that's in you that the drugs ignite. If you are a rapist, well, okay, I have heard about ice.
So
I've
you
never
just
done
trying
it.
to say that Jada just like this without?
I don't
just
think
like
I
that.
don't think he is. I think if he get off a drug. See, we don't never know what a person is if they've always been
high,
on drugs.
right.
This, and always have. We don't know who they are.
Right.
But I can say this. I know for a fact that when people run in that type of circle and you already know that when the drugs come out after this, some type of sick, somebody finna get the code. I don't know how I gonna, but somebody finna.
Yeah, that's true, and that's why.
Maybe J-Dot felt that. Hey, I don't know if they shared no drugs. I don't know. Allegedly, they did. I don't know. But if you smoke my stuff and you didn't roll my bone, you already know what's finna go on.
I said that. I said that.
You know what finna go on when we get upstairs, and
I
this
said
and that.
that
You
too.
know, so
But do y'all feel like that's blaming the victim?
No, that's what I was about to say.
But ain't no victim because guess what?
If somebody said I saw this person sleep and they were dead.
Yeah,
sleep.
I did. I can't lie about that.
That's rape. That's nothing but rape, because how could this person wake up in 2 minutes and they were in a dead sleep?
Well, I don't know if it was 2 minutes because it was the whole, because he didn't come back to like at least
and
6
child
hours.
Girls will be playing sleep. We don't know. Child, please, waiting on you to leave and exit the building. They want you to think they sleep.
You thought he was asleep. He was in there
Child,
playing.
I ain't no fool. I've been around all types of queens.
He knew who was
They'll play like they sleep.
This
Next thing you know, waiting to hear you leave, and baby, they up clowning.
Okay, so your take on it. So your take on it. What I'm getting from what you said, correct me if I'm wrong. Your take on it is you don't know because you were not there. But
my take on it is I believe they both got some hand in it.
Also, too, Misha, he didn't say nothing until like 8 hours later. We don't know what happened in between. It was like early in the morning, probably.
And then you didn't even want to tell the producer, but you going through telling everybody else who can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
This stuff it don't add up to me.
That's why I say the battle of the liars. Two lot of beds, like shit.
Because if it truly bothered me,
okay, but the battle of the liars. But we do know, and we all can agree that this is one of these people, and we know which one I'm swaying to. That this is their MO.
Yeah, you know. That's why. Misha, that's why it's easy to say about it's believable. It's believable.
And I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole even further because that person probably noticed their MO. So this is a good lie for them to tell on that person.
That's what I just said. But now it's easy to say he did that because it's an MO.
Yeah.
Like I said,
do y'all actually think somebody would be that malicious to know their MO?
Child, come on now, Misha. Oh, girl.
But Misha, look at it. If he was a police officer, Misha, and I can't even say, hey, I woke up sleep. I woke up from my sleep, get my ass 8 hours. I went 8 hours, and I went back in the room and went to sleep with the person. 8 hours later, I decided to be like, oh, I thought he raped me.
Child, and who gets? I'm sorry. It's very hard to rape somebody orally.
But then, Misha, I go back in the room and go to sleep. I already feel like
I can understand penetrating them.
I leave and I go back and lay down and go to sleep in that room.
But what would you gain from that? But that's what is your
attention.
But at the end of the day, the girls don't have to gain nothing. They just the girls.
Greg, don't you invite me to another house or mobile home? Don't you invite me to nothing.
Where is J-Dot when you fucking need him? He need to be here for this conversation because boy, it's about you and your freehold.
A liar, just a liar. They gonna lie. That's what he do. Yeah. He just gonna lie just to be saying something.
So you think J-Dot gonna be lying?
Well, let me ask y'all this though. Perimeter said he's been a victim of this so many times. So a lot of times, you know how victims be scared to say something and they go into shell
another J-Dot. I got my dad ran at 7 in the morning. Now you use this. when you use this as your feel bad story, I done got,
Ooh,
I done got raped 20 times and he done did it to me now. It's
I'm
like
sick of it.
y'all keep using
pick
these
up,
terrible stories
pick
for
up, bitch,
sympathy.
I promise you, I'm sick of it because as
pick
an
up,
adult,
bitch.
ain't no
Clock
man
it.
didn't orally rape me, and nah, it ain't happening.
Oh, Manaya. Let me ask you a question.
I'm
What
not
was your
playing with you,
argument
bitch
about
ass.
these children trying to gather you and you're screaming and hollering?
And busting folks in the face too.
What's going on?
Well, like I said,
Yeah,
you were
Man,
y'all
not.
is
your
a
super
fucking
curl was
kid.
super.
Well, that's what the kids wanted, and the
What
kids got what they
happened?
wanted. They
But I said
wanted
you
that.
could
You
never.
could never gather me.
And won't.
And what happened?
Well, the children wanted their moment and wanted to act up, so you saw a little bit of it. I wasn't bothering nobody.
Manaya, because I heard the boy said the boy was instructing somebody else to gather you, right?
No, he told them to sit
Sit
down
down so he can gather. He said, sit down. He said, no, sit down. So I'm
so
about
that
to
he
gather
could
her ass.
gather me.
Now he trying to get girl. Go ahead.
Well, we know that allegation was true because they could never
Baby.
gather you, honey, because you made it clear, abundantly clear.
Oh yeah. Had to.
That is raggedy. Ooh, go ahead,
I
Benaya.
had to, baby.
So let me ask y'all this though: do y'all think it's a world that we can move forward with Jada after all the shows? Because he only on one more show after that. He really. Do you think because of all the allegations, it's kind of that thing where it just probably just both party part way just because of the allegations and stuff just keep coming out?
What do
I
you
think Jada
think?
needs to take a break. He
What do
needs to
you
go
think?
away for a little bit of time and work
No, I
on
definitely think
himself
he
and
need a
really get
break.
himself
I think he
together.
need a break because he was on a lot of shows. But now I'm considering more the allegations part. Now I never considered like this part. I was just thinking because he was on doing a lot. But I'm just thinking about like I said too. Like somebody said, if it's already if it's smoke, there's fire. Right? That's a good point. But the part I'm having, I don't know if he doing this like if he just don't have ethics or he just doing this stuff because he just like a bad person. He just he just
That and
that's
you
kind of
and my mind is right there with you. Are you a bad person? Are you a rapist? Are you doing what somebody's done to you to other people? Because he always says that he was molested, allegedly. Are you doing or do you feel
not
powerful when you
allegedly.
do people like this? Are you like what's leading you to do this? Because me personally, I don't know every time. I can't say every time that I've been around Jada was high. I don't know. I can't say that. But I can say every time I was around Jada was the culprit in something. He was always the mouthpiece for something. Either it was a trans issue or it was I
But
put on
to
bras
me,
around my boy. I
that
put on
part is to me that part is acceptable. But it's just when we get into these type of allegations, it's
Well,
kind
I'm
of
gonna
no,
tell
but I'm
you.
saying it was acceptable. But remember, he was always say, "I think like this because."
because I get my bad. I see what you're
Well,
saying.
listen, Greg, I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell
he
you.
never owned nothing. He just never owned nothing to me. He
Right.
always got
It was always I do this because the dudes in the barbershop told me I could be gay, but don't want to be no girl. Who is that sniffing? What you sniffing? What you sniffing? What you sniffing, honey? What you sniffing?
I touch you because my dad used to touch me at 7 at night until
Yeah.
6 in the morning.
Because I always heard that if somebody has been raped or been molested multiple times, they're either going to be two things. They're going to be a molester or a predator, or they're going to go get help and become a total opposite of.
Maybe he might start liking it like the Mendez brothers. They started liking it when it was happening to them. When their daddy was doing it to them. They got infatuated with it.
So, Greg, that's a hard question. I hope he's not a bad person, but you know, what if it's true and the boy wanted to press charges on you and you got all this, you know, all these
Yeah,
allegations?
and that's what made me believe it more. Misha, why no charges weren't pressed? If you did, I would really believe you. Like you done went to the police, press charges. You really taking it serious. So, but when you don't do that, to me, I don't take it serious when you be like, oh, social media ain't no police. And that gonna happen to Jada but opinions.
Yeah, that's true. Nothing but
Oh,
opinion.
Greg, that's a hard question. Cause you want to feel well, I don't want to feel sorry for nobody. I want to have compassion and empathy,
Yeah.
you know. But I also have to open my eyes, like Manaya keep on telling me to do, and not let these hoes gather me, you know, and say, you know what, a spade is a spade. This is your MO. This is who you are.
Yeah.
Under the influence, because I've never, you know, under the influence because I've never seen the real you. Nobody can say they've ever seen the real him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
also,
this
Greg, I
him.
think that it's a thing of if you asking what you should do, you should, you know, you should kind of know to when we stud these shows and things, you need to have a briefing with everybody. Because people ain't reading that contract, you know, and let people know what the standard is and that it's not gonna be no this and that tolerated. If you want to do drugs, you do that, but you know, don't even do it the day when you film or whatever. Don't, and if you can't handle alcohol, then don't even drink, you know, because stuff.
Yeah, but
some
I'm kind of
things
with
is
Misha on that part too. I because with the part of if that's just who you are, it only amplify you, right? Because
Yeah.
I seen people on
Yeah.
drugs and they say for
Yeah.
themselves, you know, they ain't eating people booties. If
Booties
the
at nighttime.
Yeah. And I
don't know.
but y'all beating up on Jada. I don't think that nobody eat nobody booty who don't want their booty ate. There's no way.
You just not
Yeah,
buying.
it's no way
It's
that
no
you was
way.
sleep that you was sleep that
There's no
long.
way
that,
a grown man. Is that the one who was sitting up there? Was he fake crying or real crying? I should have never
No,
said
that wasn't-
anything about.
No, that wasn't him. No.
Okay.
Wait, who? Why? I'm sorry, I missed the call. I was listening. I was outside.
This is the one that say he got his booty ate.
So I'm saying when he ate on this picture on
This one
these
got his booty
things.
ate.
Right here.
right there with the black shirt on.
Gregory.
Okay, with the black shirt on.
That's when I was in the bed with him.
So that was Sparky in the bed with him. So no, Sparky didn't make those allegations.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
they
I
switched
finna say, Lord,
partners?
there's some weird stuff going on here.
Okay, y'all take me back. When he said that, what was Jada saying up the steps?
Jada was okay. So and we talked about it. Jada was really surprised that the boy brought it up because he like, really, boy? He was really shocked. He was gagging. He didn't think Perimeter was going to say nothing. So let me give y'all a backstory. So Perimeter was in the room talking. You know, it's early morning. I'm going in the room with the camera, and I hear him talking to Chrissy and Jayla, and he didn't want to tell me. So he told me that Jayla the one encouraged him to be like, you got to tell Gregory. So he told me. I said, if you telling them this on camera, you gonna confront him, Jada. He didn't want to, but I made him. So I said, you're not gonna say this thing about this person, and you can't. You're not gonna confront him. So when we was at the dinner for breakfast that morning, he didn't want to do it. So we went outside. So everybody just quiet now. The other group already knew what was going on. Jada is the only one that know. So I take him outside. He's like nervous. He's scared. I was like, no. I said, if you saying that people have done this to you this many times, I said this is an opportunity for you to confront your accuser that you
and break it.
Right.
Exactly. He come back in and he was like, what happened last night? And Jada said, what you mean? Jada like literally like you could tell he not correlating the eating ass. He like, what you talking about? He said, I woke up and
Because he didn't want him to bring it up. He was trying to overlook it. But go ahead.
So after that, it just went crazy and like things just kind of like went from where they went. But he didn't want to confront Jada. He didn't want to tell production, but he wanted to tell Jayla and Chrissy them because he was more closer to them. But I don't think he wanted to bring it to the camera what it could be, I guess, salacious or brought out.
But
But
Greg, Greg, if somebody did that to you, what they gonna do?
Right, that's why I said,
like,
right, and I said, if you saying Jada done that, he in the house, I said we gonna confront Jada. Like, no,
okay, Greg, let me ask you a question. Put your producer hat down.
Okay.
As a man in that room when it went down, when he said what happened last night, everything. How did you feel as a man? How did you feel?
I felt Jada really did not know what he was talking about. Jada didn't know he was talking about that. I felt that was genuine from Jada. So as a person, I felt like Jada literally did not know. Honestly, he was like, "What you talking about?"
Okay.
So they're like,
When
Jada got mad at.
Okay, when he told Jada, you tried to eat my ass last night, or you was eating my ass last night, do you think it was for show, or do you really think something happened?
Oh, I definitely think something happened, because you're gonna see in the episode and get much away. Jada did not necessarily deny what happened, but Jada said, "I did it because of." Jada saying that Perimeter also did something as well. So Jada never
put his ass on him or something like that, right? Like you threw your ass on me or something.
Yeah, put his
So
legs in between him and all that.
Yeah, so it's a story in that. Yeah.
But y'all, that's still not an open gate to say eat my ass.
No,
that's still not a omission to
Misha,
eat
what
my
I
ass.
said is,
No.
what I said is, I feel like he fell asleep during the session. You know, they was in the session doing what they were doing. He fell asleep.
It was that bad. He fell asleep.
He fell asleep because he was drunk or whatever, he was high, and he fell asleep during the session. So he probably did wake up from Jada, you know, slurping him up, and he like, oh damn,
nigga, I
ain't
thought
want
you
this
was
to happen.
through.
Yeah.
Why you so messy?
I'm not playing with y'all motherfucking bitches tonight.
So
I'm
messy.
drunk. Listen,
I mean,
yeah, I got some liquor in my system. I'm about to roll me a motherfucking blunt. What?
When you drunk, sometimes you fall
I do
asleep.
not. You know how and you know how you walk outside every day and you look at every individual as an individual.
Don't mute my motherfucking mic.
You know, and you try to say, no, they not like that, or no, they not this and no like that. But if you come up to me and you say, yeah, I did this because of, wait a minute. That pulls me back into, wait. You raped me. I could get into bed with somebody asshole butt naked.
We can't say that word. We gotta say
allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah, but on YouTube, don't say rape. Just say SA.
We gotta say
No,
SA.
YouTube standards. Yeah, don't say that.
Okay, say SA.
On YouTube, you can say
I
See,
get
I
in the
ain't
bed
that
with you.
drunk.
I get in the
ain't
bed
that
with you
drunk.
butt ass naked.
Mm-hmm.
And that's still not an omission for you to touch me or for you
No?
to SA me.
No?
That's still no. And once you say, yeah, I did it because of.
But at the
lie.
end of the day, don't you think that you provoking a person by doing that?
But
Manaya,
but that's the issue, though, Manaya.
if I
If I get in the bed
Manaya,
naked,
if me and you are in an
that ain't nothing to
argument
do with
and I
nobody else.
at you, I don't
No,
make no
it
contact.
don't. But get what, you get in the bed naked by yourself. You don't get in there naked with a man, and you know a man is a man.
I think there's definitely
I should
levels
be able
to it.
to.
And guess what? If I got in the bed naked and a man didn't touch me, I would be offended. Because excuse me,
you just don't have to be offended because if you get in the bed with somebody,
we say you should be able to. You should be able to without nobody touching you.
well, you can't, because life don't work like that. Guess what? You should be able to be gay and be happy, but guess what? You can't be. You should be able to be trans, but people don't want you to be. So you just can't be.
You'll be
And nobody
offended.
touch me. If I didn't want to be touched,
If I got in the bed with a man and he looked good or whatever the case may be, even if he was ugly, and it's so
And
nothing
I'm
he was
butterball
ugly and he ain't
naked.
touch me.
Right.
But Manaya, but you got to understand this too. If you do that and he do rape you, you can't cry wolf.
Well, not rape, not rape.
Yeah,
We
because you expected
not
that. You
essay, not
expected that.
essay, not forcing yourself on me or in me.
But that's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is,
Child,
Manaya.
ain't
You
nobody
can't have-
here,
that's what it
nobody
is.
No, it's
down.
not.
But
At this point, everything's still allegedly, guys.
and then allegedly ain't nobody, and I know this, I ain't got to put allegedly in front of it. Ain't nobody held nobody down and ate their booty, and that person couldn't get away. So we done. We need to be done with that one now.
Okay.
We need to talk about people really like penetrating folks. Now
That was in a session, and he fell asleep doing it. He woke up
Now,
because
y'all wrong for this.
I can see that.
Listen,
Phil, I can see that. I can see that now.
Listen, Misha, he on his back, his legs up. Jada going to work. He probably fell asleep. He
Hey,
probably
maybe
woke
he
him up
forgot that
too.
he gave him permission. I don't know.
Yeah.
But hey, either way, you gave
Listen,
permission.
that bitch could have motherfucker ring. That bitch could have motherfucker ring the motherfucker alarm, ring a bell, bitch. I'm sorry, bitch. No, bitch. You could have got the fuck up in the motherfucking. You
Okay,
felt that wetness.
but listen, y'all. We could say that about a lot of rape victims.
Right, that's the scary part. That
That's a
I
No, we
mean,
can't.
scary
yes,
No, we
but
part.
can't. No, we
no, not
can't. Because we
necessarily.
don't
Because
know
let's
their
be clear.
story.
Like,
We
this
don't
is
know
two
their
men.
story.
They're grown
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
men. This is
It,
two
what
grown
Manaya
men.
was
It's a
saying earlier,
difference.
it's just like, but now it's just like you walking into the bar with some tight shorts on and all this. And I be like, oh, she look like she want to get
Right.
touched, and I grab you. And they ain't saying like, hey, because you got shorts on that you need to be touched.
And I'm going to say, hey, sir, could you please, if I don't want you touching me, could you please not touch me
And I be
again?
like, the way you dress,
Mhm.
you like you want to be touched.
And I'm going to say, well, that's my business, but I asked you not to. Now let's move on.
Right.
You
Don't
know,
touch
and
me. Keep your
that's
hands to
how you
motherfucking
do it.
self.
You just, and
You can't be like that. You want somebody to touch you. I don't care if it's
but
me.
see,
Exactly.
when a person continue, okay, now that's when it becomes harassment and all this and
Yeah,
that.
that's yeah,
You know,
But
that's
But
Okay,
when
when
you get in
okay,
the
because
bed with a motherfucker, it hit
what do
different.
okay, well, what do you do when how do you feel when women are SA, they just running that walking their dog and they got on bike types
okay.
and
That's
somebody
a
come on side them and
woman
put them in the
compared
truck
to
and SA them. That's the
that's a
same
woman.
thing.
That's
it
a woman
depends on
compared
who
to a man.
SA her. Because guess what? If another woman SA her, I'ma say you ain't had the strength to fight her off of you.
And
But
what
guess
if I
what?
say
If
I
a
Right.
was terrified in
man,
fear? I could not. This never happened to me before. I didn't know what to do.
baby, well, your dog, you
Right.
ain't got a good dog. He ain't try to bite him.
Okay.
You
Your
know,
dog
I
ain't your motherfucking best friend,
just,
bitch.
Now you're
Get a
crazy.
new one.
it's just a sticky situation all around because a lot of like when you look at women
For
that
real.
when you look at J-Dot and the perimeter, they about the same height, same weight, same
So
build.
somebody could have fought somebody off of them.
What I'm saying,
Exactly. Get off
Listen, I
me.
done already closed the chapter. This case,
And
we
I
know what said what
guarantee you, guess
happened.
what? And another thing, when those women who are walking their dogs and they get SA, they yell, scream, holler, bloody
but what
murder.
if but
Them
but
folks
not
don't
Okay.
have
all
nothing
of
in
them,
their
not
house.
all of them, Anaya, because some of them be putting knives in their back and say, if you scream, I'll kill you or I'll kill your
I'll
family.
kill you.
Not all of
But
them.
see, now you going further because see, they get knives put up with no knife in this story
But
until
it was drugs in it.
afterwards.
It was still paralyzed. It was drugs in it.
So then
It was
guess what?
drugs in
Knives
it.
came afterwards. One of
Allegedly,
them
it was
knives in
drugs
the
in it.
beginning.
Allegedly, it was drugs in it.
Manaya said
It's the
she
difference.
rewrite the narrative.
Okay, Manaya.
Right, we have to stick with how it is. No knives
I
wasn't
don't.
put to nobody.
I think what I think
And guess
something
what? Even the
happened.
person who was allegedly SA wasn't so offended that they went and got a knife until the next day or whatever hours had passed. This, da, 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 da. So
Allegedly, the drug head don't whoa off. I'm ready to fight, bitch. You ain't eat me right anyway. I want to fight.
well, they probably did, but I don't know.
Misha, if you feel like you were SA'd and left out of the room and went back in and went to sleep with the person.
Well, we
That's
gotta
up to
say
you.
where
He
you
be like, I
went.
want to
We gotta
fight.
say where you went.
Let me
I'm
get
Nancy
clarity.
Drew. We
No,
have to
let me
say
get
where you went. Where did he
let me
go?
get clarity. He
Y'all
went
is messy.
he got out the bed, but he
And
didn't
he
get back
went
in
to
the
the
bed.
bathroom. And
And
so
he went
that tells me
No,
that you
wait. What,
he laid on
Gregory?
he didn't get back in the bed. He slept on the floor, he said.
In the same room
But he
though.
went back in the room, but he slept on the floor.
From my understanding, yes.
And the
In
door
the
was
same
shut.
room. And he did
but he
sweet on
said
a
he went
nigga.
in the bathroom now.
Oh yeah, he went to the bathroom, then after the bathroom went back to the room from my
Cause he
understanding.
went there to wipe up. See,
Yeah.
I was offended when I woke
Oh,
up and
both of
you eating
But
me
now
and
you
you don't
so
even
fucking
know.
messy.
You
Oh
don't know
my
if I'm
God.
yeah.
clean or if
And then,
I'm wet or
and then
where if I even.
you can still get your ass out on the floor. Like you went to the bed to the floor.
And guess
Okay.
what? I'm gonna be. Guess what? When you woke up, guess what? You wasn't displeased. You had to go to the restroom to
Yeah,
make sure
restroom.
Bitch,
everything was
he did
okay.
not leave the room. He went back to the same fucking room.
Child, that boy went to get finished getting eaten after he
Yeah.
had used the
He
rag.
went to the bathroom to finish. You know, to get
Let's get
out
on
and
the
get
floor so the bed don't be too squeaky, okay?
yeah.
Thanks.
I don't want Greg
Okay,
in the house of
well,
music know
let me
what we
ask y'all
doing
this
here.
then. Let me ask all of y'all this then. If we are all coming, it seems like all of us are coming to the same analogy that the boy knew it was happening, he let it happen or whatever. What do you do after you done put this allegation out on somebody. What does where does that leave J-Dot? Like, where does that leave him?
And leave him in because he always gets the allegation, so that's why he in it.
Yeah, and also
if it
too,
was a
J-Dot,
person,
to me, it leave him in a crazy place because J-Dot should never put himself in that position. So I don't feel bad for him. And that's why
Well, he
get on
shouldn't
him.
have done that, and it's just a thing about. I'm sorry, the girls can say
That
what they
leaves
want to
him like
about
a
me.
fool. What are you talking about?
It's a thing about standard and class. Why do you have to act so a certain type of way everywhere you go? You
I'm gonna
know.
tell you, the one said you girls around J-Dot keep y'all
Not too
some
much
hot
on
sauce
J-Dot,
and some
Manaya.
bread
Leave
in
my
y'all
boy
bag, in
alone,
y'all
Manaya.
purse.
No, I
Fuck with
love
J-Dot.
J-Dot. I love J-Dot. But what I'm saying is the behavior, is trashy. You shouldn't carry on like that everywhere you go. Everybody shouldn't be able to say something like that about you.
Like it about you. I
Two
agree.
or three
And
people
that's
is
why I'm
too much, too
disappointed in
many.
him. I'm like, bitch, I genuinely like you, but you keep giving these people the opportunity to
Yeah,
say this
we
about
root
you.
for you. We
Stop putting
rooting for
yourself
you.
in this situation.
We was
All
all
right,
rooting
Tyra
for
Banks, you
you.
rooted for him.
Yeah, we root
Because
for
I was
J-Dot. Like,
rooting too.
can you do it, J-Dot? Can you do a show without nobody saying you did nothing sexually to them?
Ooh.
Can you complete a season without no allegations about you? That's what I want to see.
But then
No,
also,
because he a freak.
Misha said earlier, sometimes people know that they'll use it against you, especially when you're filming the show. So we have to also give him grace in that area. People use that against him just because they know people will
But
believe
like you
it.
said earlier, if you don't put yourself in a position with them, with these people, they
Yeah.
can't say that.
Yeah.
If you ain't never going, if
That's
you ain't
true.
never been alone with them, went nowhere out with them by yourself and
Or
all that
having
stuff,
some
or having
conversations,
some
doing certain
conversation,
things, like don't give them the opportunity to
opportunity to say
even
that.
say that about you. That's like I'm like, bro, that's why I'm
Yeah,
frustrated with you.
the girl said I'm afraid of Cougar. I never sleep with nobody in the bed by myself. Y'all going to sleep. I said, why you sleep?
On the couch you go.
I'm on the couch by myself. Look, listen, I don't even want to hug y'all because you said I did what? I don't want to hug you.
You know, I
Freddy Cougar go crazy. He'll touch me in my sleep.
I don't know what to think, but I do know that.
So let me ask you about that, Misha. Filming with him, because this happened out before we filmed your season. Did you feel safe around him when you started to hear the concerns about the roof even though we know that
Hell
was
no, I kept my cup on my hand and my hand in my cup. No, I did not because Misha, when I'm a friendly person. Like if I'm talking to somebody, I leave my purse, my drink, my keys. If I gotta go use the bathroom, I don't feel like I have to take all of that and I'm
all that with you. Yeah.
I don't feel like I should have to do that.
Listen, Misha, they said the girl said if you
Child,
did
you
roofie,
better than me.
they said all the ice goes to the bottom of the cup and the look rise.
And
So,
you better know it. So when it came up with us, I was
But
like,
also,
"Oh,
Misha,
girls, grab
but
the
let's
cup."
vouch for J-Dot because we did find out that person was a serious liar
Y'all
and he was
ain't
just after
shit.
J-Dot. So this is, I feel like the roofing stuff is not really gonna be a thing because the people gonna see straight through that. It's gonna be like in one episode,
Right?
and after that, it's gonna be
Yeah,
gone.
because we know the person who said that.
Yeah.
I ain't no
But
bando in the comments.
They won't even
What's up,
stand by
bando?
it.
But you do know that when somebody always screaming about molestation and about they've been raped and about I always look at them out the side eye.
So you don't take them as that person being vulnerable and open with the world?
No.
Like, why you always get touched? Like, what's on
Right?
you that
What are
everybody
you
raping you?
doing to make what are you doing to make these people keep on molesting you and
Look,
keep
I mean,
on raping
He
you
was a
and
young
keep on
boy.
looking at you like that?
But God, y'all can't say he was a young boy. He had no
You gotta
control over that.
essay, proper wording. We on YouTube.
How old was he?
essay,
How old
guys.
was he? How old was
He
he?
was like he told 4, I think, almost teenager or something like. But
And
he
that's what I'm
young.
saying. That's why
Teenagers ain't been essayed either.
That's why I said what I said.
I was essayed. I was essayed twice in my life, and that was both at the age of 6. And I have never been essayed when I was no teenager, no adult, because everything I did, I wanted to do. Nobody, so no,
But
I
what you
don't
said the other night,
believe
So
in
you were
stuff
just
like
screaming
that.
sucking dick.
You said what?
You were just screaming sucking dick at 16.
Oh no, no, baby.
Manaya,
No.
but look,
I'm
listen,
talking about
Manaya,
So you wanted to do it, girl.
What you said the other night, Manaya? That tour Jada tell with them tails from the hood.
Huh?
you said that story he told. We watched it on tails with it.
Oh yeah, child. You know we
hold
saw
on,
that on there.
Manaya. Okay.
That was tails.
Also, too, guys, that Perimeter singing, that boy, he got an angel, voice of an angel.
Oh my God, Manaya kept
So, Manaya, this is the scene.
I had like a really
you think
crazy upbringing, you know, just like, you know, just from being child abused, you know, it was a very crazy upbringing, molestation and stuff. You know? But Lil Blue was kind of like what I would have at night. He was with all I had, you know. It was like after 7 o'clock at night, my daddy turned into the Visible House, you know what I'm saying? And then
that the movie.
See, that's what I don't like. See, when you do that, then you smile about it.
Yeah, smile.
You smirk about it. No. If I'm talking about my dad, my biological father, saying me at 4, and I got this damn Care Bear up toward my face, and then when I move the Care Bear, I'm smirking. That looks psychotic and sick to me.
Well, no, he's not saying that he essayed him. He's saying that he was abusing him.
He was abusing. He was torturing him.
What I learned about Jada is he smiles like you know that smile when in a like I laugh to refrain from crying.
No,
crying,
but I will say
when he had that other girl crying. No,
but I will say
when he had
you
that
know,
girl
then it
crying,
would just be chaoticnness from 7 o'clock till it was time to go to school.
Okay, yeah, see now that right there.
They ain't looking at his phone. It's like,
I heard that story before. I'm telling you.
When the man bought
that's off Tales in the Hood, honey. Now maybe I don't know.
Manaya.
I don't know if his father really did
wait to see you, Manaya. I'm gonna wring your neck, girl. You know you ain't seen no Tales from the Hood.
I'm telling you, it was.
The Tales from the Hood store when the man bought the paper up. His daddy he drew his dad on the paper and balled it up in the
Yes, the man used to turn into a monster like at night and used to beat him, and he go to school. Yes,
it's so allegedly y'all think this boy done copyrighted these people.
He watched that and he probably said, "Honey, I'm finna put my own spin twist on this."
I agree with Manaya and still wrong for this. You know they wrong for this.
Okay, hold on, guys.
You think about this? Guess what?
Why that movie can't give him? That movie give him motherfucking backsplashes.
You gotta think about this. Even if he's not lying about the man whooping him, he over exaggerated because ain't nobody whooping you from 7 p.m. to the bus come. Come on now. We gotta say what we mean and mean what we say.
Yeah,
nobody ain't doing that to you every night and you didn't die. You ain't come on.
Or you ain't get took from your family. Some result had
something was going on.
You should have the marks to show now if that man whooped you that long, baby. Come on now.
You got in
Greg, you gotta think about things.
Manaya said critical thinking, y'all. Critical thinking.
Really? Because, baby, when he said that, I said, now I know he damn lying.
Yeah,
that man ain't whooped you that long.
From 7 at night to the bus came.
Till the bus came, and we know he
that's
had
12 hours.
And we know that the bus probably gonna be there by 6 or 7.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
So you didn't take
especially in the South, you got to be to school at 8. So the bus gonna be there at 6 or 7. Ain't no way that man did that.
Yeah, so you went to school straight off
12 hour beating
on the bus. I don't believe that.
Maybe I don't mean to joke about the situation because he did say he was essayed by the man, but so I mean it could have been an essay from 6 hours to the motherfucker.
Essay him too, because I'm like,
see, I'm telling you, you gon' when people start making accusations like that, you gonna have to make them sign somewhere the family can be interviewed. We gotta get the family side. We can't just get one side. You gotta ask
to the family.
Yeah, we have to speak to the family and see what happened. And
That's what lives in that house when people are under the stairs. For that movie, like.
Ain't no family gonna want to talk about that bullshit. Nobody family gonna want to talk about that. Like that's not gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying. Now that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like Manaya just said. I've been knowing Manaya for like 2 or 3 years. I have never heard Manaya say that she's been SA I've never heard her say that. You don't want to, once you talk about it once or twice, I think you're over it.
And I always talk about it because I'm a survivor of that. I tell people all the time. And
but what I'm saying is, you like every fucking group session, you talking about that.
Yeah, but that's why I'm gonna say, Misha Minaj, every time you sit down and tell a sad story, that's not your sad.
I mean,
every time you sit down, you sit down amongst a group of people, that's the first thing that come out your mouth. You don't have nothing. You ain't talking about how your rap's going. You ain't talking about how your cakes are being baked. You ain't talking about nothing else but that.
I feel like he has to explain the beer every time. That's why.
Yeah,
why do I have to explain my bear to you that I bought or I stole?
Okay, because it looked crazy to me that a 30-something year old nigga walking around with a camera to his
it's a mental illness. No,
but
let's talk about it.
He don't want you to think it's a mental illness, so he want to say that he wear it because
you on a roll tonight.
Well, I'm telling you what it is. You know I got some things loose in my head, but that's a mental illness. You know, and that's something he need counseling for. He got a problem. It's something, that he can't let go. I don't know what it is, but that's why he got that back.
It's sex. He's a sex demon. It's sex.
But I wonder how many times he bought the teddy bear over and over again. Like, where you get it from?
That's what I'm saying. He's talking about I've been had blue. Bitch, you just bought blue.
But like I said, I don't think.
That bag ain't 20 years old. That bag
ain't no 20 years old. You just bought blue.
He said he got a new one. He said he got a new one. He said he got a new one. He got a replica of the one he originally was with.
There's no sentimental value to it that he lying. Because if it's a new bag, if my dog died tomorrow, I get a new dog, I don't have the same sentimental value to that dog.
Exactly.
Bella, you're a disrespectful bastard. Listen, he went and got a replica of the one that he used to have when he was a kid.
But it's not the same. It's not the same though.
But
if your
I have
child
a question
died, you
though.
get a replica. That's your child. That ain't your child.
I have a question for y'all though. Is that basically like beating himself with his trauma, or is that like, do you see that?
I think it's like an emotional support bear.
Right, but now though, you say it's emotional support, but it was to me though, it was emotional support then. Now, does that keep reminding you of the trauma? Like, do you have to keep reminding yourself?
You gotta let it go. I see you going.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not serving you in a positive way.
It's not.
It reminds you of that.
And I will always hold this against J. Dot and the other guy that was at the coming to dinner. They kept on saying, my mama told me this and my mama told me that. Wait a minute, baby. You ain't took all the rules out your mama house and applied them to your life.
Come on now.
You ain't so stop saying that to make yourself right, because you're not doing. Your mama showed you one way how to cook rice, but since you've grown up, there's several different ways to make rice. So don't say that. Don't do that.
I don't know one way, but go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is
what she's saying that we pick and choose, because like you said, you ain't. They were trying to say because they was raised, their mama taught them, they like that. But it's like you ain't take all your mama rules. So
you ain't take all your mama rules out the house. Pertaining to me, they were saying, J-Dot especially, when I went to the barbershop and I told them I was gay, however they found out he was gay, they told me as long as I'm a man, as long as I don't wear no dress, as long as I don't do that. And so I don't understand. Well, it might not be for you to understand.
Right.
But you're not going to take the barbershop ass rules in Savannah and bring them to this table where I'm seated, because I'm secure with who I am.
And
that's why you need to throw that damn bear away, and you need to go get help or seek counseling or whatever you need to, because these allegations are going to keep on following you. And they're going to keep on following you. And they're going to keep on following you. And then the type of person J-Dot has been to me, he's going to start lashing out. And then other people know how to lash out too.
Because was Blue in the room?
What's the end result gonna be?
The end result meaning we got a show. That's Gregory camcording the motherfucking going off the showing out part, which the motherfuckers don't got the beer no more, and then gets expressing himself the way he feel because his comfort zone is not there, and then we're gonna know what the fuck is going on in the back of your mind.
Like I told Greg, I said, Greg, he need his ass whooped when he showed up to J-Dot house and recorded him with that bell waking up.
When he was acting like he was asleep. Child.
That's what I said. Hey, Greg over here with the bell talking to that. Like, Greg, Are you unstable as well?
I said, Greg, was he really
But they
asleep?
say,
I said,
but they say
J-Dot, was you
trans is
really
a
fucking
mental issue.
asleep?
They say we trans
Yeah,
girls
it was.
crazy and all, and this we can't play volleyball with these hoes because they said we too strong or we got look, bitch.
Well,
You
why do that? Now, do you
Too
think they
strong.
should?
They said trans bitches can't play volleyball the whole because they're too strong.
we can't even. Yeah, we too strong. We gonna bust the volleyball, gonna bust somebody in their face.
I don't
Cause we
think that, but
men.
I don't
We too
think the girls
strong.
should though.
No, no. I personally think they need to have motherfucking sports just for the girls.
Yeah,
But
they do.
that's
They
another story.
do. I can't fathom the thought
But
of a trans
that's too
girl
much
wanting.
money though. That's too much money though to put to the
Yeah,
side.
but I don't even see why a trans girl want to play sports. But okay.
Well, like I said tonight, y'all watch the show tonight.
Oh yeah, no, I gotta watch. You know, I was there though. I seen it in person.
I don't agree with. Like I said on the show, I don't agree with a girl, a 16-year-old boy that's got full of testosterone, has never popped them on, has never, going against a little 15-year-old skinny, frail girl. No. But if you know what you up against, bitch, I think you should. Because where do our dreams end? What do we do?
But you get trans sports or else.
But we don't have
you
that.
have to be the change that you want to see. So you go out and you create that.
No. Because once I do that, and no shade to none of the girls, once I do that, that's another separation. That's another separation that I got from the so-called straight people. That's another separation.
I just want trans girls to accept themselves as who you are and quit trying to make people accept.
No, and I used to say that too, but I don't think it's that. I think it's we don't get
I'm
suppressed
serious
for so
because
long.
I'm seeing a lot of mental illness where people want to be accepted.
That's not mental
they don't
illness. That's
accept you,
life.
they just don't.
Manaya, now come on now. If you have never had a voice, okay, let's say
Manaya say everything a mental illness.
Manaya everything. Let's say you are an obese person. Obese is not the standard of anything. Obese is supposed to be obese supposed to be nasty, overeaters, this, that, and the third. You never hear anything good about an obese person. Then you look at TV one day and you see an obese person that can sing, that can do all the things that you wish you could. You be happy and pat yourself on the back and say, I can do something with my life besides sit up here and eat these 12 Big Macs. This
is the thing. This is the thing. We see.
Trans people have never been. No, Manaya, I cannot agree with you. Trans people have never been the forefront or looked in a good light at anything. We've always been drug addicts.
But there are trans people on TV.
When?
Laverne Cox.
I'm not talking about in the 2000s. I'm talking about before the 2000s for the old girls like me. I'm 47.
But no, so we're talking about sports. Girls playing sports, right?
Exactly. Where have you ever seen a trans person play in sports and become? What if I have a dream of being a volleyball player and I'm damn good at it, and I happen to be a trans person?
That's just your dilemma. That's just your dilemma. That's just your dilemma.
No, Manaya,
that's your dilemma because I don't think that no matter how many moans you take, you ain't no biological woman. You ain't gonna sit up there and tell me that you weaker than a woman. You ain't gonna tell me that.
No, Manaya, that's not the issue. We never said that you would be a woman. We never said that.
No, we're not. We're talking about the strength. We're talking about the strength.
Manaya, you cannot tell me.
Now, if you want to sit up there and say just because I'm shooting myself up, she's stronger than me.
Manaya, you cannot tell me. You can go out here and go toe-to-toe with a man that has never popped the hormone and has never did a shot. You can't tell me that.
I just whoop one.
Let me tell you something.
Manaya, come on now, be real. You cannot tell me that. Let's go back, and I'm not.
There are biological women who can whoop men, Misha. It's just about knowing how to fight.
No, Manaya, I'm saying this. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying if a boy born male starts transitioning at 12, 13 years old, his parents has consented everything else. He's our frame. He's our size. We're a $105 wet, and they're taking hormones like they're supposed to. Their doctor has prescribed them hormones.
Okay.
He cannot go into a wrestling ring with the boy his same age and his same body weight
Misha,
and win.
Misha, look at Zaya Wade. Zaya Wade started getting on stuff at a young age. And look how big she is.
Okay.
No,
I think what it is
but her strength is still not equivalent to a man her age.
But they're still gonna look how big she is.
But she still got strength.
I'm not saying she does not. I'm saying equivalent. I said equivalent of a man her age and her size. This stuff is deteriorating our masculinity. It's not increasing it, it is decreasing it. And I am not about to fight you, Spiller.
Oh, yeah.
It is. It may be decreasing it. It may be decreasing it, but it will never. You will never. Little baby, you gotta be the did. I don't know what, honey.
Like right now, I cannot see Misha and Manaya playing basketball.
I ain't finna do it.
In the men's sport. I can see y'all with the
exactly.
women.
I can if that was my dream.
But I'm
if that was my passion, I could. If that was my passion, if that was my passion, I could.
If I saw you on the all-girls team, I wouldn't think no different. I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, she out there with them. I wouldn't think like, oh, she don't need to be there with them. Y'all,
listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. As long as motherfucking we got motherfuckers like Caitlyn Jenner with her big ass feet flopping the motherfucking world, bitch, and her strong ass motherfucking throat, and her motherfucking long ass motherfucking chin.
Caitlyn Jenner did it in the 60s and 70s.
As long as Caitlyn Jenner just walking around the motherfucking world, bitch, I'm gonna be proud to be the bitch I am today, okay? And I'm not fighting no nigga. I'm not fighting no man.
I ain't going to
I'm not tussling with no man.
No, I'm not.
I'm not tussling with no.
I am a girl. Bitch,
well, baby, if one hit me, we gonna show tussle.
I'm a girl.
Look, I'm not tussling with no
my life. I ain't got damn lie to tell. I saw my mama fight men and whoop them.
That's just like 90% of the time when we as trans women, in our mind, we might say, oh, I'm about to whoop his motherfucking ass. But when that boy starts twirling your ass around that fucking 4x4, you say, why you did me like that? You know I'm a fucking girl. Why would you even do me like this?
Listen, I thought, listen, I know a couple men thought they was gonna twirl me until I thought to swing the fuck. Okay?
And Misha,
mind you, listen, I'm 5'2.5", okay? I'm a little short little bitch, okay? And motherfuckers thought they was gonna handle me and handle me and split and flop.
I'm not saying.
What I had the motherfucker do was put some motherfucking pressure on the motherfucker. But the point is though, you know, fighting a grown ass man, I'm not about to do it as a lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to fight a bitch neither because that's an easy motherfucking win. You know what I'm trying to say? As a trans woman, as one of the girls. But let's be clear on some real shit, though. You have to realize,
shit, yeah, I'll fight you on some street shit, yeah.
But but you have to realize
that my motherfucking purse, nigga. Wait a minute, I'm about to bust your ass. But on the basketball,
hold on. In this situation, though, right? We talking about two grown ass men.
Yeah, we are.
Right. It ain't even trans involved. In this situation, we talking about two grown ass men. Why you ain't hook up on that motherfucker as soon as you felt like that tongue was in your butt and you wanted if you was such a bad, you wanted to put a situation so fucking stressing so bad, and J-Dot did so much to you, why the fuck you ain't hook off on him as soon as you felt the tongue in your butt? Yeah. As soon as you felt him pull your motherfucking drawers down, you to the side, however the fuck it happened, you should have motherfucking hooked off on his ass.
Yeah.
It's different for us girls. We go like, oh, okay, the man want to play in my body. Shit, girl, let him lick it. Even though we don't give it to him, let him lick it. He don't get inside, but he can lick it. Okay, that's the girl. But come on now, come on now, like come on. As one of the gay boys, the train boys, the whatever, fem boys, whatever. I don't give a fuck if you not. I don't give a fuck if you just a freak, nigga. No. What we're not going to do is, if you have a problem, we're going to address that right now. We got to go whisper to the next person, that man put his tongue in my butt while I was sleep. Nigga, why the fuck you ain't snapping when they was doing it? I feel like, I'm sorry. I feel like you wanted it. Sorry. At this point. I feel like you wanted it. But I would have slapped him when it happened. I'm not getting on the floor in the same room with the man again. He can come get me again. What? I'm on the floor now, so I'm making my point. I'm on the floor. Fuck you. You're still in the same fucking room. The fuck, this whole house. You could have been on the living room floor next to the motherfucking canopy, next to the motherfucking fireplace, but you in
Facts.
the room with me.
You could have went and laid in the room with Chrissy.
Fuck out of here.
And
You want to play it.
anybody
You want
room.
it. You want it. You got on the floor on purpose in the same room. Please. You want it. You didn't want us to squeak the bed so they could hear us. That's what you wanted to do. Get on the floor with me. This was what we wanted to say. Just said it.
That we just talked about Jada and Swart and what's his name?
Right. Let's think this shit logically all the way the fuck through as us in the community. Come on now. Come on. You want anybody who we would have freaked the fuck out when it happened, would have been like, I didn't think that shit. Even if it was a motherfucking a punk, a Cynthia, a feminine butch queen. The nigga would have spat the fuck out. Come on.
Maybe you gotta be in that scenario that just say what you would do, I guess.
I'm like I just told you, I'm gonna toot my ass up and say, go ahead and lick it, but you can't stick it. The fuck? Go ahead and lick it. Eat that pussy.
But that's another question that's another thing that I need to know. Like if you like when it was happening, like I said on the show, when it was happening, if you had on jeans or if you had on any tight pants and you felt this person doing this and you wake up and this person's face is in your mountains, what do? You fight or you flight?
But
You know,
what I
there's
wonder
only
is,
two things you do.
Misha, when he said he woke up and he was doing it, did you then tell him to stop, or did you let him do it to completion? Like when you woke up and seen it happening, did you be like, stop?
But let me ask you this:
what is completion eating the butt?
If I'm high and I'm drunk,
he was done.
If I'm high and I'm drunk allegedly, and I think I'm dreaming, don't that come into play too?
Oh Lord!
I thought he was dreaming.
Gregory, where you at, Gregory? Answer the
Y'all
question,
going
Gregory.
further and further into the Lulu.
You said what?
Yeah, Misha keep rewriting the hair.
Because I'm trying to figure
What's
out.
the narrative?
I'm trying to because I don't want to have to be around somebody when I'll get up and walk away from them. When I go in the bathroom, I gotta make sure the door locked, and I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Don't have to fuck with that.
I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable with all of us just sitting down having a casual drink, and everybody get up and go walk to the pinball machine, and everybody cup there, and we got to throw our drinks away and buy a whole round.
Misha, so if you're around Jada and you don't know which cup is yours, we just gonna knock all of them over.
I guess, yeah, I'm gonna check the table.
Child, I don't never leave my stuff around people nowhere. I don't trust nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Manaya, I'm so careless. Y'all, I leave
I don't
my purse.
do that.
I leave my keys. I have been at the bar and on the dance floor sweating, wig one way, heels one way, dressed the other way, and people like, Misha, your purse is sitting over there on the counter.
No, ma'am, mine right there on my show. I was getting my nails did one time. My nail ticked on someone. You can leave your purse. Ain't nobody gonna take nothing out of it. I said, babe, I'm sure enough finna take it now.
Bitch, I was at a white man house last night and took my purse every time I went to the bathroom, and I'm sorry. Like I just made Lily over 20 years, and I still take my purse to the motherfucking bathroom.
I don't feel comfortable because I know me. I'm a drinker. I like to drink. And I make a mistake and fall up against you or rub up against you. And then next thing I know, you done pull my pants down behind the building.
Okay, let him eat it, but don't poke
Well, I don't think you got to worry about that with Jada, because Jada, I don't think he
into the girls.
Yeah, I
He
don't
don't like the girls?
He'll probably kill you before he had it.
I mean, he might like the girls. I mean, I feel like he might like the girls. I
I've
feel
been
like
around here. I don't think he really don't even want you to exist. You better thank God that he didn't got a little bit okay.
Misha, yeah. You walk in your room, see blue on the dress, you better run.
That's what I'm saying. I don't, and then me, I don't want to film with, I'm just saying your name or not. I don't want to film with Manaya and Manaya say a joke and I can't touch her or I can't brush her, tap her or nothing. Or in the
Wait a
fear
minute.
of do she think I'm wanting her, or do she think this is
Mhm.
invitation, or let's
like
meet up later on
invite to my
tonight?
bedroom.
Yeah, I don't like all that. I'm a free spirit. I don't like all that kind of
Yeah, I get you
madness.
too many shows like that too. I laugh and touch you do something. I don't
Yeah,
want you to
I
think
don't
like
like
because I
all
did
that.
all that.
You got to clutch your
That's the
pearls.
invitation.
No, I can't. I'm shit.
That's
I'm
the
free.
invitation to my bedroom.
Yeah, that's the invitation to my bedroom. And if we do end up falling asleep in the car and somebody else driving, and I make a mistake and throw my leg out, you putting your hand up my skirt. That's a lot to think about. Like, no,
Yeah, at least ask for consent. That's all I ask for it.
And if I'm high and if I'm drunk, there is no consent because I don't understand what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying.
No,
If
I
I'm
don't know
high
what
or
you're
drunk,
saying.
if I'm not only saying why I say I don't even drunk smoke. If I'm drunk, then it is what it is. But if I did something drunk, I wouldn't wake up and say I got raped and nothing like that. I just be like, I was drunk. It is what it is. I just take that to what it was.
And then who are you? And then on the flip side of that, if you are making a false accusation on somebody, what does that say about you?
Yeah, I can't say if I wanted to. I couldn't say in that moment if I was drunk. Like, did I really want to do that? I couldn't be like, oh, let me wake up and say, oh, this person
Or you
essayed
could
me.
have reworded it and said, I was high. He probably was high, allegedly, and we fucked up and did something I regret.
I'm just saying if it was done to me, I'd be like, I was drunk. I didn't take that L. I woke up there and said I was drunk.
It was something I regret. I never put myself in that situation
L.
again. But I'm not gonna go room to room in the house and say it to this person and this person, and then the producer got to beat it out of me to say it. And then when I do say it, I call a person and apologize for saying it. No, something wrong with that too.
No, J-Dot said he did that. I don't know if he done it now.
I don't believe it.
On my end, if I did something like that, I would just apologize.
Hold on.
I would just be like,
Gregory.
I was drunk.
J-Dot said what?
No, I said
J-Dot
J-Dot said allegedly Perimeter called him a couple of weeks after that and said he lied on him the whole time.
I don't believe it.
What Perimeter say?
For a storyline.
Perimeter said he did apologize, but he apologized for pulling the knife out on him.
Not for the storyline.
Yeah, it might be true.
Not for the allegation.
Why you apologizing? Period. Like you said, essay.
Right, somebody essayed you. I ain't apologizing for shit.
That's what that is. Like
I'm trying to pull you to the knife. I'm trying to shit. I ain't apologizing.
You feel bad for doing that because I got a knife from somebody who essayed me. That's what I said. Don't sound right.
As the producer, what do you think, Gregory?
That's what I was saying. What do you think, Gregory?
We've been going off, Gregory. What's your thoughts, Gregory?
Like he can't say
we don't went to
you had
the volleyball field. We don't went.
You had to film it. You had to record it. You had to edit it.
He can't say that. I feel like he got to be neutral. It's because he don't know what really happened.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. He has to be neutral, but at the same token,
but as a human being, you kind of like
right. So
as a human being, what's your thought? Not the producer, but human being. What's your thought?
So, like I said, when I was told, my first thing is confront him because I'm shocked when he's saying, I'm like, J-Dot, cool. I wouldn't think he did. So, first thing I'm saying is like, we're gonna confront him. He didn't want to. If you telling me as a person that this happened to you before, maybe this is you to get your power back where you can confront the person that done this to you. That's the angle I was coming from. That's what I told him. So when we went outside, we were sitting at the table. He didn't want to do it at first. And then I took him out to the back porch and I like, no, we got to. So like I said, J-Dot was just like talking and just like about the night before, there was talking about Jamal leaving. It was just whatever. So when he came back in, he sat down and he was just like, and he didn't want to say it. And he was like, what happened last night? And J-Dot said, what you mean? And he just said what he said. And then he was getting mad because J-Dot started to say, like I said, it happened, but it happened based upon the pretense. And he's like, bro, when did I say that? And then that's kind of when he got the knife. So how I felt, I don't know. Because then after that, when we rapped, two people that at the time was supporting Perimeter came to me and was like, it's more to that story. They say the drugs involved. So allegedly they might have had a conversation before he went to bed. So I'm like, at this point, like I said, it's just what I've told both of them at this point. all I can do is give each party the platform to speak their mind, and I can state the facts. The facts was this: when I left that room, that boy was asleep. I know that. Everything
Who was asleep?
Perimeter, he was knocked the fuck out.
Okay.
I know that for a fact. Now, because of the time span from like late that night to like 10 in the morning, I can't say when did he do it right away, did he wake him up or not because of that. Now, if Perimeter would have came right out the room and said that, like I said, that could have made a big difference because it's like we got a timestamp. But I don't have a timestamp from the in between. I have a timestamp going to the point of he was knocked the fuck out. I can say that.
In the bed with M. Dot.
Yeah, he was asleep. Yes, he was. Yeah, he was knocked out. J-Dot was still up. J-Dot was actually the last one up on the court. Everybody else was going to bed. He was the only one up.
My homeboy's name is M. Dot. I meant to say J. Dot. But
yeah, he was the only one up. He came to bed about 4 in the morning. Perimeter probably got in bed probably like 1. I went to bed around like 11ish because I was like, it was the first night we got to the house. And Perimeter came
was high. He went to bed like 4 in the morning. He was high.
Yeah, J-Dot was definitely 4 in the morning. 4, definitely.
So he was high on something.
Yeah, so
that's what they saying. He was high on something. Allegedly.
He was writing music because when I went down before I went there, he was in the corner like saying he was writing music.
So where the drugs came involved? Who was on it?
I found out the drugs later, like after we wrapped, they was getting high. And then J-Dot did tell me he did get high because then he went to rehab. He tried to go to rehab after we left the house. So he definitely said he was doing drugs there.
What I don't know getting high?
Well, I don't know because Perimeter said that's not true.
See, I don't know what to believe now because see him come out because he had to be high to leave the room and go back to the room. He had to be on something because I'm sorry, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
My right mind, if I feel like this nigga just sexually, just essayed me and I'm not going in the same room, I'm getting out the bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm acting the fuck up. I'm going to make an announcement right when it's fucking happening. I'm not going to wait till the next morning just to whisper to somebody the next day. Like, it's given, we all was high and it got freaky and I didn't know how to take it.
But Perimeter was in the bed from like, okay, let's say that's the thing. I don't really know all about that simply because
where Perimeter? Get him over here. Where the fuck?
He was in the bed for a certain period of time. He was knocked out. So let's say that they made plans. That mean they had to make plans like way before those 3 hours before, because he was at least in the bed for 3 to 4. I would say 3 to 3.5 in about his, in the bed. So before J.I. even got there. So when did they make plans? If that's the story, that's the narrative. That had to be way
before. Their phone on their text message. They could have been texting. Let's link.
Not let's link.
I'm going to have overnight camera.
No, because I know. No, now I know we got to do this moving forward. Because, like I said, I know. I thought I knew Jada. I was shocked when I heard Perimeter was like he did that to him.
Greg be shot every time this nigga and say, "What for?"
Right, Jada.
He touched you.
Jada need cameras in his room. The fuck?
Jada need a body cam to watch every move.
Okay. The police want everything.
A body cam when he walk around, you see everything he do.
So we get to see everything. Everything, okay?
When he get in the car, gotta put a camera in the car when he's driving.
But honestly, on some real shit, I would want to see everything becoming fucking with J. Dot. J. Dot is motherfucking an adventurous person. So at the end of the day, I would want to see what the fuck our body came on him, like the life of fucking J. Dot. Let's be fucking clear, because what the fuck is in his mindset?
Sometimes, like, come to the house and sleep with J. Dot and see when you leave untouched.
Come sleep with him. How about lay next to him, toot my ass up on purpose?
If you leave untouched, you win $1,000.
If I leave untouched, because I'm a girl, okay?
Greg gonna have an inside money fight going on. You sleep in the room you leave untouched.
But I might suck his dick in his sleep like, nigga, get the fuck up, nigga, touch me. Touch me, nigga. The fuck? No, but No, but
Like,
on some real shit though, I just feel like it's fucking. I feel like on some real shit, it's more to this. It's not just him. I feel like, come on, these people substitute themselves, and I'm not trying to be funny and talk shit about nobody. Like I'm respecting everybody's story in this whole situation, but it's more to the fucking story. Like it has to be because I'm
It gotta
sorry,
be.
as me, a person, period, trans, straight, whatever. I don't give a fuck what I am. I'm a person first, right? As me, if somebody touches me as a person and I feel uncomfortable, I'm not going in the same room. At least that's the first fucking thing.
Yeah.
Besides acting the fuck up, like this motherfucker just touched me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about right when it's happening. Like, yo, I just fucking really think it just touched me. Yo, it's gonna be known right then and there. You see what I'm saying? With a fucking camera, put the camera on, turn the fucking camera on, they can just touch me. It's a show. We're filming a fucking show. Let's be fucking clear. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just me.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, there's gotta be no. The nigga just touched me, put the fucking cameras on. The nigga just walked in, and I'm with a camera. I just walked out the room, my confessional. I just walked out the motherfucking room. This nigga motherfucking just did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak my shit right then and there. I'm not gonna wait till next whatever. Oh no, whisper to next. I think, girl, no. But mind you, we're not talking about girls like me now. We're talking about two grown-ass men. Why the fuck you ain't hook off on this man? If you felt so, because grown men do grown men shit. Let's be clear. You ain't slap, you ain't pinch. Did you pinch the bitch? Like, what the fuck did you do to make your presence known that nigga don't touch me? Just walk out and go back in the room? Come on. You went to the bathroom, wipe up, and lay on the floor? What? I'm sorry. It don't get, I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. Like, we have to we can't do this. We're not subjecting Jada for the essay situation when we put ourselves in that predicament just to make it's given you did it on purpose. So for what? To see he got to suppress him? Because he been through a situation. It's given a setup. Honestly.
Well, we done ate that out in perimeter up enough. Almost 2 hours.
You get what I'm saying? Like, do I sound crazy? Like, am I bugging?
No.
We're not talking about two grown ass men, y'all.
Yeah, but I said same thing you think.
Gregory, you're hooking off, Gregory.
Good night.
As sweet as you act like you
stop.
As nice as you act like you are, Gregory, you're hooking off. Somebody violate your space. You're not?
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not, Gregory?
I'm not hooking off. What you mean? Oh,
You're not gonna hook. You're hooking off. Somebody violate your space as a grown ass man. You're hooking off on fucking.
The reason why
his reaction.
It was shock value. So I don't know. Like, everybody go through different things. So I don't know how. I don't know.
Grown as a grown man, shock value. The shock grown man reflex is a fucking swing. I'm sorry, that's what grown men do. Swing first, ask questions later. Especially in my butt, and I don't want to be touched. What?
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm not convinced. Something had to give. You threw the ass in the air. It was waving with a flag and a banner saying Jada with some flashing lights. With some flashing lights and told Jada to come touch it. Then you touch it, then you want to cry wolf. Don't cry wolf now. How?
Greg, what happened between the other ones with the ladder?
You got to convince me I'm seeing wrong because it don't make no sense to me. So I need to be convinced.
Those perimeter and Sparky.
The perimeter just find everybody.
Yeah, Spark was into everybody. He came in the house strong, so that he's gonna be very fun to watch. He's one. He cause he,
Manaya, Misha, with the girls. Manaya, she left.
Manaya. She probably on her way to work. I think Misha
The,
left.
gir- the girls were a battle. I took out of that one. Let me just step back.
I was gonna ask him a question.
Let me let the
Yeah.
girls, the girls do what they
Wait,
do.
Gregory, me, Spilla.
I was there talking, and the girls do what they do. Open and jump in there.
Oh, they went to
So I'm
bed. I
saying,
was gonna ask them the question. I was gonna ask them how they felt about motherfucking Karma Wig.
Not on my wig. Like that was so random.
we talking about we talking about the teaser, not just say that. We talking about the teaser.
oh,
She said, "I often ask about Kwame Wig." I'm like, that's so random.
That wig was standing strong, baby. That wig got some muscle to it, honey. It would not move.
Yeah, that wig was on, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Listen, he was every time she moved her head, I was waiting for them to make the move. That motherfucker did not move. It was stiffer than the board, bitch. I was like, damn, Karma.
But she looked well. Honestly, she looked better in person though. Sorry.
I don't give a fuck. I ain't talking about what she looked like. I'm talking about that wig. I'm just talking about the wig.
The wigs look better in person too though. A little bit.
I hope so. That one, cause that one gone. That one, it won't even move. That one gone. You gotta
But
have to
she
wet
she
that
had she
one.
had a well every time I seen it, she had a Kelly Rowland Freddie versus Jason wig on.
sure.
Not the Freddie versus Jason. Yeah,
She had the little flips in the back.
not the Freddie versus.
So how Kelly I was the Freddie versus Jason.
To my Kelly Rowland.
Yeah, Kelly Rowland the Freddie versus Jason. When she had the little what I call it waterfalls, had the waterfall.
Sure.
You is a fool. The Freddie versus Jason go crazy. I know you talking about too. That motherfucking skunk looking motherfucking wrong.
Yeah, the little skull looking
And that not even being serious. It's like, come on, bro. Come on now.
Man's weak the skunk. I just thought about the skunk, how skunk look.
The Pepe Le Pew honey, because the Pew honey. It's the Pew honey. The church is Pew honey. The church is Pew honey. Okay, they're funny. No, but listen, Gregory, you was talking about the. Okay, so the ladder fight. Who was that?
You said a
That's
ladder
what I
fight.
did ask.
Yeah, that was
Uh-huh.
between Perimeter and Sparky.
So why was he fighting Sparky and not Jada?
Because Sparky was in tour with Karma, so Perimeter was taking up for Karma.
But he didn't fight Jada for licking his butt.
He was what?
Exactly. He could have he got a knife right there. I know, man.
A knife? I mean, that ain't shit. You put out a knife on a man who put it. I mean, I'll put a knife down and fall him fair one.
He said it's fair one.
I mean, it's only right. He put his tongue in your butt. Fight the man fair one.
Put his tongue in my butt. Ugh.
I mean, unwillingly, the fuck? I'm sorry, that's how I see it. Like, I don't know how else to see it. I feel like I would be fighting the one who violated my motherfucking space instead of fighting for somebody else that ain't my issue.
Thanks.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Who is this over here?
All right, guys. So we about to log up on here. We about to go over onto Instagram Live.
I can't go
What
live on Instagram.
Instagram?
I'm blocked. I got banned.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I got banned on IG.
I said we're gonna go over to IG and bring it off here. We'll be
I
back.
can't
So,
go up there. I'm bad.
oh yeah, you said you showed. Oh, so you can't go live at all?
Mm-mm.
I said it because my computer charger.
I'll go on my other account.
No. Okay, it's working. It's working now. You might.
I'll go on my other account.
I reset it. But yeah, no. So that's Sparky. Sparky is definitely the one you to watch. He's really like he come in high energy. He got into it just about the whole house. So the latter is perimeter fighting for karma because he said some stuff and then he said some other stuff. So he was just into it with a lot of people at the house. So
Sparky might be the one I like. See, I like no shade.
I think you'll like Sparky though. He's dope. He's dope.
I'm lately the villains been giving me life. Everybody's so-called quote unquote villain on the show.
And how
They
you
giving
even
me
see
life.
Karma wig like that?
Cause child, the wig was given rock. It was given boulder. It was given. It wasn't moving. It wasn't given wig. It was given helmet. It was. It was given.
You know what? I'm not gonna do this with you, Tosh.
It was a given. It was given. We are proud to be an American.
That was an attention.
I tell you, it was. I'm sorry. It was given military. It was given. It was given. They shoot at the president. Bitch, take cover. It was given. Bullets, run. It was given. It was given. Duck, bitch. Like jump into this hole. It was given. It was given bike helmet. It was given. You know,
you couldn't even really see it, so you just talking.
What? Play that clip right now.
You seen it from the side. Big Bando.
You could see it a little bit.
What a lot. Bando Commando Danny.
What up, can you hear me?
What's up? I ain't know Bando was alive, so I seen him in the comments. I'm like, oh, Bando.
What's good, man?
Why would he not
This
be
is the first time I caught him on live. He gonna come on live with you. He gonna come on live with me.
Active on social media. I ain't seen Bando on social media in a while since last week.
Oh, I can't get on shadow my phone, so I couldn't get on IG.
I mean, I think he's recuperating from pulling people off of people. He, you know, his back probably still hurting. He was pulling people off.
That happened a few. I know he been.
I know his back was hurting. I mean, you know, niggas was going crazy. I mean, you know, that motherfucker. Y'all was tussling with a big buffalo. Y'all was a big one, okay? Y'all was going through
big buffalo. I'm weak.
But what you think about the conversation, Bando? What you got to say about it?
What you think about that wig? No.
What wig? You can't barely see her wig. You ought to stop.
Play the clip, Gregory, because you think I'm bullshit. You can say for Stephen Messiah. Every time bitch was moving her head, talking shit, whoever she was talking shit to, that motherfucker was not moving.
I'm not doing this with you, Tosh.
It was given. She got her rollerblades on. She didn't want to fall. It was given. She want to bust her cranium with that motherfucking helmet on. Play the clip, Gregory. You think I'm bullshit just talking shit?
I gotta hook it up.
Jada, you see, not Jada. Damn, Bando, you seen the wigs in person? They don't be that bad.
Was it moving, Bando?
I mean, shit, you know.
It was moving.
Sometimes they be moving, they grooving.
So let's shut the fuck up.
Sometimes they don't.
Gregory, play the clip, Gregory, because they don't believe me. Play the bicycle helmet.
You know, it'd be a hit or miss sometimes.
That was a miss.
You know, the few times I've seen her, she look nice.
That was a whoop. Watch your head, bitch. Watch your head.
No, watch your head. You funny as shit. Ciao. We got next weekend. I'll be in Atlanta. What? Next weekend. Then
I can't wait till this shit play out.
When does it come out?
April
29th.
29th on Tuesday.
What
Yeah.
time?
But yeah, so I think that I like I said, I'm ready for the second episode. 'Cause I feel like the second episode is kind of the Jada and Perimeter situation.
That happened early.
Yeah, it happened at the first night allegedly.
Now he couldn't even wait till like day 2, 3. Damn.
So much
Come
They
on,
be ready
when?
to get. They be ready to get to it. Day 1 in the house.
This Tuesday?
No, the Tuesday after next.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Now I gotta wait.
But Tosh said you say you kind of don't believe the story anymore, so you kind of see Jada perspective.
But what? I'm not siding with nobody. I'm siding with it's a lot going on. I'm siding he probably did do that, but he had a reason why he did that, and I feel like the reasons may be valid because the person didn't give enough energy to make it seem like it was
What would
more
be
than
the
that.
reason? What would be a valid reason to do that?
What?
What you said? What would be a valid reason to do it? Like he said I could do that and I did it. That's what you
Like he
mean?
said, the nigga got his bed and kept to his. Remember
That don't mean,
J-Dot
but
kept
that's
saying,
y'all people keep when they said that just 'cause I got on the bed and did that don't mean I want that.
listen, remember
I
J-Dot,
can get what you saying,
remember,
but
I'm
like
trying
I
to tell
don't
you,
get that.
remember when J-Dot was talking about Jack, and Jack got in the bed with him, and he said the nigga kept backing up on him. He kept backing his ass up, kept coming back on him, like throwing it back on him. Like niggas really do that, though. You know what I'm saying? And they then act like then they cry wolf, and and it's like I don't know what to believe.
Yeah. Keep your head on with a swivel with the girls.
With the boys too, apparently.
More so with the boys.
Watch your butts.
You gotta watch your butts. Yeah. Nah. I don't know. I think he's just going around eating people booties. That's a lot.
Booty bandits.
That's the true booty bandit. You around and eating it, not sticking it, but eating it.
A booty bandit go crazy, and if he going around eating everybody booty, Jada, Mr. Cake Me Happy go crazy, cause cake make you happy, nigga. Cake make him happy.
There's some bad allegations. There's some bad allegations to have on you though. Like from 3 people, you roofie the girls, you touch the girls when they sleep.
Wait, who he roofie? Wait, roofie who? Wait,
No, that's don't bring
Grab
that
him by
up.
the dicks.
But you got too many. You got too many allegations in the SA world. You do everything that's sexually assaulting to people. So it's like I don't know. I don't know.
When I perform, I don't need permission.
Right. It's stuff like that don't help the narrative. I'll be telling
You know
you.
what I'm saying? And then he said it just like you said, like real, like I mean, a matter of fact. When I perform,
Bando be grabbing hold by the dick too. He be acting like he don't, but Bando get me grab him by the dick energy. Okay.
No, I won't never get that personal. Mm-mm.
No, you grab buns.
In a performance,
if I do though, it'll be somebody that I discussed it with ahead of time.
Exactly.
Yeah, like all performers do.
But y'all, this is the thing. Jada position. He said if he have to ask, he don't even want to do it.
Gonna do it.
I'm like that.
Yeah, if I ever did some shit, if I ever went and groped Greg or something like that, just throwing your name out there, I would definitely have a conversation with him before I did that and get his permission first.
Wait,
like you and Vondell, like Bando, you and Vondell, I did he have a conversation with you when he got on top of you?
Yeah,
he didn't he just didn't do it. Like, let me just get on top of you.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, I was by down with a threw it better than he was throwing it. I ain't gonna hold you because
how was he doing it, Ty?
That was a good example.
Hold on, Spiller. When I first got on here, but nigga, you was the bestie. I heard you. I heard what you said. We need to get you down here because the girls been
Oh,
talking.
the streets been talking. He
The
did.
street. Talking about we need you in the next couple of weeks by the finale or some shit, bitch. You stupid. I'll holler.
The streets been. I ain't tell him. You know, I ain't want to. I ain't saying it. But you know, I might shoot him a little
Fuck that
deal.
week.
Now you
A
gonna
little
have that
deal,
boy.
a
You gonna
deal.
have that boy thinking that up at night. What the girl? What? What's up?
Even better when you show up.
No, but what you said, Greg? You said ain't nobody safe because everybody getting mentioned.
No
Yeah.
shade. Everybody get
It is what
big.
it is. At that point, listen.
This mine's gonna be a joint season. Shit, they have 2 and 3
Okay.
together. Shit.
I tell you, shit, I ain't gonna say too much, but I know
Give
that
you the real
gonna be
finale.
lit.
Give you a real finale. Shit, let me know. I need to come. If I come there, do I need to be looking around? Cause
Why we need to be looking
real
around?
life
I
Why
don't know,
Zeus.
cause when you made that when you asked me that question like that, why the fuck would you ask me that question? Like, no, I ain't saying nothing like that.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm
I
just
just
thinking,
asked you because they said somebody. So you know.
like every time I say somebody, you ask me that I say it.
Yeah, I'm
Bitch,
just asking. I would think you would ask me too if you hear so.
Bitch, I was
I
gay.
would never ask you that because I wouldn't even think you would do that.
Listen, I just feel like just being transparent. I just always ask
No, I
you.
respect it. I ain't mad at you, and I
Yeah, I know
respect
you
it.
not.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
I just like to that just to me show that like I'm being transparent. I'm ask you like, hey, did you know?
That's what you think I did on the side.
I
Like,
just know you. I just know
like,
you are very nice, and I know you know I'm not the nice.
I ain't that nice to tell him that like, oh, like, give you a heads up. Blah
No,
blah
I'm just
blah.
saying
Told
though, but you
it
might not
came.
did it. You might not have done it in that context, but it probably was told in that
Yeah.
context. You said, I'll never know. I didn't take offense to it. Just I know you. You know you like the girl, the people.
I love all the girls.
Right, Carlo King. I love all the
I love all the girls.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. I'm so happy we about to wrap though. After I get this, we'll get back next week. 3 more weeks. And I'll be done. So I said,
In the anime.
Yeah. Be done.
Yeah, the finale, y'all
No,
tear
it's gonna be
it
a lot
up.
though. I don't know. I'm excited to do the after show with Perimeter and J Dot once we get there and kind of like, because I'm sure they forgot some things, but when you watch it back, I'm sure something's gonna be like, oh, more vivid. So I'm excited to like some people to see it and kind of like hear context of like, because even somebody pointed out that Perimeter said in one scene he said he tried to eat my booty, and then in the other one he said you did eat it.
Yeah,
so somebody was like, oh, that's
So the story
different.
switches sides. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but he could have,
We're
I don't know.
We're gonna start up a real life reality and get a number, phone number.
We're gonna get down to the bottom of this.
Real life reality.
But then,
HR.
like I said too, it makes it not difficult, but it do for Jada. It's just like two people that was supporting Perimeter at the time came out and gave different context now. So it's like, what do I do?
Really? Damn
Yes,
it.
really.
Did you ask them why did their story change? Like, why did your story change? Like, why
Because
did
they allegedly, one of them said, I think
Two
Mount Perimeter
people.
told them these things. I
2
was like,
people,
he
yeah.
told you this? They said, yes, he told me this. The other one just said they things were most likely heard or but they was one person specifically said he told me out his mouth. And I was like, what? So I'm like, I don't know.
Feel sorry for them people.
I mean, I feel like it's like that happened to me. I would have to have a conversation with the person. I don't know if I'm just saying that because it happened to me, but I just feel like that's what I would do. Like, I would want to go to the person who did that to me in that moment and say
He
something
told
to
him
them.
out his mouth what?
I don't know.
He told him out his mouth what?
What you talking about, Tashi?
He said he told him out his mouth.
No, they were saying that Perimeter told them that based on he told production, he told them that didn't happen that way that he told originally. That's what someone told me that he told them. So I was like, he told you that? So they like, yeah. And it's on camera too. So
But have they ever confronted him and told him like, hey, I feel like you lying. You told us this.
So
and
I
then,
was trying to set that up, but one of the guys pulled out because they was like, they should have told me that you'll get into confessionals. Yeah, so I tried to set that up because I'm like, that's hey, if you said the person told you this, yeah, one of them pulled out, so it didn't happen. But they're gonna find out in the confessionals.
Based on what you're saying,
Yeah.
some shit kind of makes sense now. Hmm
Yeah,
So the story
In real life,
changed.
they didn't
in
want
real
to do the
life.
scene no more, and I was like, yeah.
So it's given consensual.
I don't know because I wasn't there, so I can't never say that. I'm
It's
let y'all.
it's questionable. Anything that's not the original statement that you said from the jump is given questionable. Is given consensual.
I'm agreeing with you. It's if questionable, but I will let y'all decide that. I don't want to. I don't. I'm just put everything.
Yeah,
Y'all.
Greg ain't gonna tell you for real what he really think. I feel like as a producer, you can't really say that.
He just said what he said. He says he says that he agree with me. That's my dog.
He didn't
That's
say he
my
agree. He
dog.
didn't
It's
say he agree
questionable.
with you.
If a person changed their story, it is questionable.
Sounds so
But
funny.
It's questionable.
I'm looking at it as he could have been scared. He could have been nervous. So I don't know what the factors of why he changed his stories, but I would never say he changed because he lied. I would never say that because I wasn't there. I'm saying, based up on those two scenes, you do see in the trailer, he tried to eat my booty, and then you hear him say you was eating it. That is obvious two different things. Maybe he just got his words mixed up. I don't know. But I would never say he's lying.
Or maybe he ate the booty. He just don't want to talk about it no more because he don't. He don't told. Okay, Jada, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do all that. They was chatting and text messaging, checking back and
He
forth.
brought the story
Like, why
though.
would you do that?
So that means he
I
he
fell
brought the
asleep.
story. We didn't look for that. I definitely want that one on my doorstep. Not
You owe me
that.
a joint.
So
Ooh, Gregory, you always got the ratchet shit, honey.
So yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, they could have been scared. People have been through that a lot. They move in such a way that don't make sense to the average person, right? So I would never say that person lying. You just never know. It could have been like, I just don't want it to go away. So let me not say now. Victims like that do that, go into their shell. And I don't know. I just know I'm not gonna say that they're lying.
No, but what we need to do, need to say though, what we do need to stress though is that the essay allegation is overrated now. At this point, we done ran through that.
Yeah,
It's
we've
been there,
overall, I
been
agree.
there, done that.
I went to my
I'm saying,
situation. I mean, in general, because the Me Too have just make it so sensitive and sexualizing it. I do agree. The essay thing just is overrated in that word and that. But this situation, because of a lot of context of that was conversation on cameras when they was confronted, you have to consider that. If something wasn't said on camera, then it'll be easy to say he say she say. It's
listen, everything is considerable. Let's be clear. Everything is considerable in the presence of the court. You have to consider all evidence.
Mine wouldn't even make it on the show because it'd be going to the police. It wouldn't even make it to the
That's
show.
what I'm saying. Like, if it
Even
was a real
show
one,
situation.
if it was a real one, you would have called the
it wouldn't make
police
it to the
and
show.
told the show, do not air this. This cannot be aired because this is the public. It's like, come on.
Let me finish this. As Black people, we're not big on the police on a lot of issues.
If somebody violated me like that, I'm going to the police.
I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying.
I get it as a whole.
We don't call the police with violent stuff, especially sometimes sexual stuff. Because what happened in his house, stay in his house. That energy is still.
But that's like I feel like that's like with family
stuff.
Like if a friend or somebody I'm cool with did that to me in the same room, I'm gonna have a conversation with them first, and then I'm gonna see why this happened and what what's wrong with you. And then if I whoop your ass, I can probably move on from it. But like,
what's done in this house stays in this house. That's that toxic house.
If it's like something that you just keep, I don't know. If I whoop your ass, I feel like I'll be done with it. I'm probably
my window is down. That's why.
But I would never bring it to the public like, oh, Chris. I'm just making up a name. Chris touch me, and
I don't know if I woke up and you was eating.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Yeah, I mean, fight. Yeah, I can see that. I would fight you or something that matter. But if I whoop your ass, I probably move on from it. Like I beat your ass, don't do it again. If you do try to text me again, I'm gonna let everybody. I'm gonna definitely go to the police then.
Listen, we
There
gonna
ain't going to
fight.
no bathroom to wipe up, clean up, and go back and lay
Yeah, it ain't
down
none
and
of that.
get
It's then that
comfortable and
moment.
But
eat
no, yeah, don't
breakfast
y'all think a lot of
and you know
people
what I'm
that have
saying.
been through that before they respond that type of way?
Listen, we gonna fight. I'm gonna slap this out
Yeah,
you.
like I said,
No,
I can't. I'm only going by.
When's
I'm only
enough
going by what
enough?
I would do right now. Like I'm only going by what I would
When's
do.
enough?
Yeah,
Like,
I've never went through that, so like, if I'm just feeling right now, that's how I would do.
Yeah.
you have
Like,
to
I'm gonna
realize
fight you.
though, when you're on a show, you have to play it according. Like the real people who are really on a show, you're on a platform, and regardless of what, right? People can say, "Oh, black people don't call the police, whatever, whatever, whatever." You're on a platform, right? And now everything is questionable. Everything is
Yeah.
questionable. So you have
Yeah.
to show yourself to prove yourself to just really prove the fact
Yeah.
that
Because
what
it's
your
gonna
allegation
calm
is
down.
really fucking real. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm
And
gonna
I
go
can
out.
only, and I can only imagine if it's like a parent or or something to that magnitude. Like, what would you do at that point? Like,
I'm gonna
if your
go to the
uncle
fucking
or
police. I'm
auntie,
going to authorities.
because and then you gonna tell your parents don't believe, and now some shit going on. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's probably the hardest part when it's in the family. To me,
Yeah.
a family one, because you don't know, like a female getting raped by her dad. If she tell her mom, is the mom gonna believe it? I mean, SA, is the mom gonna believe it? And then they get into all that, like, oh, now you lied on. Oh, no, I can imagine it's a crazy name.
And Gregory talking about the motherfucking toxic black household was done in this house, stay in this house. That's toxicity as
No, you
fuck.
missing the point. I wasn't saying that's what we were saying, but what I'm saying, when I asked Perimeter why he didn't, he was saying he was in shock value. He's not used to confront people that done it to him, because I asked these questions too as well. His response was more so he was just like he was just not sure if it happened. He was just like, he had a cope mechanism at this point because he have experienced similar situations. So what I'm saying is, a person that never experienced gonna act different versus a person that have experienced and have always been quiet about it because of the environment. So I asked those questions because they just what you asked. So his response more based on past experience. This how he have always dealt with them. It's just not saying them or whatever, or dealt with it in his way versus outrageous and let me go to the police, let me fight this person. He never dealt with that like that because of past situations.
I mean, like I said again, I'm just here
Uh-huh.
talking. I can't never tell nobody. I can't tell a person how to react to something like that happening to them.
Right.
I'm
Here's the
just saying, like,
women
you know what I'm saying, what I feel like I would do. That's why I
Yeah,
said
I
feelings.
get
I
what you're
don't know
saying
what I'm gonna
because
do.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you ain't you ain't been through that a lot. So like you see, I just think it's different from person that been through it with a lot. You know what I mean? If you're
Yeah.
saying that you've done this a lot since you were smaller and you was grown people that you were scared of, allegedly, you know what I mean? You might go back into that little child when it
Yeah,
happened
little
to you.
child, yeah, because
Yes, I
like I
don't
said,
know.
I
So,
always
yeah,
argue with adults. I always, saying something back to people. My mom
exactly.
always
So
said,
you was
so I
always
wouldn't
I
be scared
don't
of an adult.
know. I
I was
don't
never scared of no adult
know.
or teacher, but I always spoke my mind to anybody
hmm
growing up. Daddy,
yeah. So that's what
mama,
I'm saying though. I don't know if so I can't say. I think it would have been better camera wise him seeing something right away, right? But his body and his didn't respond that way because it would have gave us
yeah,
a timeline, right? So logically, if we had a timeline, we could have been like boom, boom, boom. So it do make question when you wait. That's what they, no victim get out of that. If you wait a long time, somebody in the ground gonna ask you, why did you
yeah.
wait?
Why you wait so long?
You
Why,
can't get
why you
around
just
it.
not telling us? It's like
Exactly.
all the women who did Bill Cosby. Like,
Bill
why y'all
Cosby,
waited
all
40
of that
years?
question gonna be no matter what. They tell the truth now, you're gonna always
Why
get
you
asked
waited 40
why.
years?
Why you didn't say nothing?
Because
Why
he was a powerful person, and I was scared of him.
yeah.
That's what it was saying.
Why you didn't jump up and fight him? And so it's just gonna be that question. So
Like with Diddy, yeah, the question with Diddy, why y'all let this go on so long? Because they were scared of him. I mean, I get that part.
Do
I
you
yeah,
get
that
that
think
could be
part.
so? No.
his situation too.
I don't think they'd be scared. I think they'd be looking for motherfucking avenues and angles to see where they can fucking get out of them first before they be
No, I feel like
motherfucking.
if they were trying to do that, they would have been did it. I feel like now they feel more comfortable to come out because other people are saying it. So like now, oh, I'm not the only one saying it. So I feel more comfortable saying it now because they'll believe me
I need to talk to
type stuff.
Perimeter.
He was in one day that we were talking about it a while ago, and it was like going in circles.
Right, going in circles. That's why I don't understand how can we go in circles in a situation when you've been essayed? Like there's no going in circles. It's straightforward fucking answers.
You saying it's just straight to the point.
Right.
Yeah.
Gregory.
But what I can say, everybody don't respond like you, Tosh. You gotta consider that, you know.
It's not responding, Gregory. It's how can I say this? It's the truth. It's the truth. Not forget the response.
But listen, what I'm saying is, sometimes they go back to that child, and
Gregory, I'm not talking about response. Not right now. Like I'm not talking about response, Gregory, in that situation.
Okay,
I'm talking about if we talk about if it happened already and it happened months ago. We're talking about it today. Like Spillis that he would go. It was given a runaround. Why would it give a runaround?
You think it should just be I think he didn't want to deal with it on a public platform. He said because he later recently told me that Jayla, the trans girl, he basically
from LA,
the girl that's on the show with him.
I don't know.
He said she the one convinced him to tell me. He didn't want to tell, so he was like he regret telling her because he felt like she was being he said that was messy of her. So he kind of like regret even mentioning it from my understanding.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, nigga, if this shit happened to you, nigga, you can't be like, bro, you can't be worried about somebody else gonna feel and if you saying this happened to you. Nigga should never done that to you if you saying it happened. You be worried about the consequence. Consequence gonna be there regardless.
That's what I'm saying. Like it is on the show, and if you know the cameras is rolling, I'm gonna tell that bitch, okay, no, bitch, the cameras is rolling. I'm not talking about it.
Right.
I'm not gonna talk about it no more. I'm not gonna feed into it. I'm not gonna mention it.
I was not gonna film a whole weekend, and you saying it's about Jada, and you're not gonna confront him. So I definitely was like, no, you gotta confront him. I didn't tell him to bring it up though. He said Jayla, the trans girl, the one told him to tell me and bring it up. And I was like, when he told me, I said, well, hell yeah, if Jada coming down for breakfast, we gonna address this on camera. And that's what happened.
Hold on, Greg, the cat that was named Jayla, the girl Jayla, the trans girl.
What? I mean, like she's a trans girl, a beautiful trans girl.
Well, I'm saying,
where the fuck Benzo go?
Like you could either be like the girl Jayla said they said.
I said Jayla, the trans girl on the show.
Yeah, no, I was just fucking with you. That's how you said it.
I didn't know if Tosh was familiar with Jayla.
I didn't know you would let the T girl know they're a T girl.
I mean, I only know Jayla that's on TV. It's the one on LA. LA.
Yeah, no. We got the trans girl.
Yeah, Jayla, Lala Licious.
So yeah, so I don't know. We gonna just let it play out, guys. It's gonna be a good season. I feel like after that, this episode 2, they're gonna get back to having a good time, more drama. But episode 4 is really emotional. The last episode, and we're gonna get ready for season 2, y'all, in the end of July sometime.
So what should I expect, Gregory?
So the first day you should expect really some great dope artists, right? They come in the house, a lot of them instantly bummed. Bando, Chrissy, Jayla, Perimeter, all of them the core 4, they was really vibing really well. J-Dot too, but J-Dot was still in his own world. Then you got Jamal. Jamal came one day, a couple of hours. He got into it and he left. And then you're gonna see him having a good time. Exercises around music, artists judging each other music and critiquing each other, giving feedback. You're gonna see a lot of that. And then day 2, Karma, Sparky, and Dink get there. And that's kind of Saturday's gonna be chaotic. We wake up with that big allegation that Saturday morning. We have breakfast. Karma them get there. She go crazy. Soon she got in the house. It's gonna be crazy all the way up to Hold on 1 minute, guys. Hello.
So is it just ratchetness? Is it music involved? Like, are they putting out a song? Are they putting out a album? Like, what's given? Like, is they putting out a EP? Like, you always see everybody working together to put music, but we don't hear the track when it's spill out. They was working trying to find beats, but ain't nobody put no song together. What happened?
No,
Like,
they
is they
do
putting?
gonna get a beat. You gonna hit them in the studio. So the second day, let me finish, Tashi.
I'm listening, Gregory.
So they're gonna go to the studio. Perimeter is an amazing singer. He sound like an angel. The boy is effortless. He can sing just off. Ooh, he got an amazing voice.
Look at you, Gregory. Oh,
no, he can really sing. I love his singing. I love his music. It's Perimeter. It's effortless. He don't try to do it. It's just the boy just sang. So you're gonna see them in the studio learning about.
I want to talk to Perimeter.
Yeah, he's dope. He's a dope artist. And then you're gonna see that Saturday is forward. You're gonna get that big allegation, you get a lot of fights, you're gonna get the studio, then you're gonna get them back at the house. We're gonna do dinner with them. Every meal that we had with them, everybody came together and ate together like a family. So I think you're gonna get like 5 meals, 2 breakfasts, and 2 dinners. Wait.
We just dragged that whole motherfucking piece in fucking 2 hours.
You said what?
We just dragged out.
Drag what?
That one part in 2 hours. I'm sitting here looking at the time frame right now, like.
Oh no.
We just got that one.
It's a good 4 episodes. I'm really excited and proud of this show.
How long is it called?
How long each episode?
How long is that? How long is the show? I mean, how many episodes?
The episode gonna be an hour.
No, how many episodes?
4.
4?
Yeah, we was in the house for 2.5 days.
Okay, so 4-day episode.
Yeah,
4-day show.
Mm-hmm.
4 episode show.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be really good. I promise you.
I'm not opposed to the short shows. I mean, it is what it is.
My bad, I'm back.
I want to do the show with the therapist. That's my next one I'm working on. So we filmed season 2 in July of The House of Music. We're gonna be this season gonna have like 7 or 8 episodes, and then I want to do the therapist show after that, and then I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna either short film a real life ATL season 2 or.
Don't talk about that out loud, Greg. We got to talk about that on the back end. Don't mention that because everybody's stealing ideas.
No, I'm just telling them we're gonna do a show because
I want to reach out to people too, for casting.
Yeah, I know you.
I want to reach out to certain people.
Yeah, so I'm excited. It's gonna be a good season. Sparky is to me gonna be the breakout star because Sparky is a spark. He gonna come in and I'm telling you, he gonna light that house up. Everybody's gonna be into him, and he do not get.
What Sparky do? He sing, rap.
He's a rapper. The motherfucker is dope rapper, and he also got a teddy bear like J-Dot called Gizmo.
Why he didn't do music? He should have did the music. So
Sparky is the one that got to the fight with outside with the ladder.
Yeah, she was in rehab. Sparky went to rehab.
Oh, he was in rehab.
Right
okay.
Yeah, he was in rehab.
Rehab for what?
He was he opened he gonna talk about it on the show as well as about his story. Yeah, he just got out of rehab actually. He actually was on a Black Gay Perspective. He's gonna be on the next episode. He just filmed. We filmed Saturday. So
okay.
Looking better, much better. He's gonna be dope. But like I said, he gonna come in and he just gonna be Sparky and everybody.
I see where the girls get on drugs come from around real reality filmers. I want to hit the fight.
Yeah, he came to the house on drugs.
I would ride a girl who was so crazy. I wanted to hit the fight or something.
No, he came to the house on drugs.
The girls are
chaotic. That's what I'm saying. Gregory, like y'all.
I got you.
Open. That's open.
Greg,
That's open.
Greg, I'm surprised you ain't on no drugs. Being around these, because around all these crazy ass fuckers you be around.
Birds of a feather flock together,
honey. I've been around crazy people. When you grow up in a cult, you've been around people all your whole life that.
Yeah, it's just like it's season 3. I'm like, damn, I want to leave the scene to get told after
birds of a feather flock together.
And I'm like, God damn,
I don't do no damn drugs. Never. Everybody know me. Hey,
listen, I ain't never seen Greg do no drugs. Greg don't even take shots. He put shots in his drink.
Yeah, I don't do drugs. And now people think I'm like, no, I know how to do it, just separate it. I don't be
Grant said, I wouldn't even do hookah.
Right.
Okay.
Grant don't do that. You don't drink now.
You are stupid. I don't do hookah. But no, I don't. I think for me, I like what I do. I like reality TV. I'm a really reality TV fan, so I know how to do it and I know how to separate it, and just it don't, yeah. So yeah,
I like
and I
being
do
around
like.
it and seeing
But
it.
this
I
the
like
thing
it.
about it though. I like my cast to be chaotic. So, give me 5 minutes.
I like it. Like I said, I like it. Being around it with
But
Greg.
we can't have the
I love it.
allegations of people touching on people. It's stuff like that. That I like the chaotic of being crazy, and I can deal with the
fights.
But you touching people without their consent, that is no place here. And those type of allegations, we just I can't.
So
do
make sure
that.
you put up your disclaimer. We do not approve.
Oh yes. Yes.
We are strong on the no is no policy.
The no is no policy. You is fun.
Like I said, I love it. It's fun doing it. I'm glad Greg gave me an opportunity to be around it and see it. Like the girls are crazy.
I like
I
it.
tell
and
you
music,
that.
music have always
I
been
love
my
it. I said I
favorite.
want to keep doing it. I love it. I wish
Music is
I
my
wish I could
favorite
have
to
more
film.
input. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to have, but that come with time. I wish I would have more input. Like I wish I could be around more than I was. Like if I could be there like more than I was,
Like I
I'm
said,
here.
that really come with time.
Time, yeah, that's what I said.
But
it's
music
fun.
always been my favorite to film because it's
Yeah, I can tell.
It's
I can tell the music people fun.
So
They
what?
fun to be around in general. As I can tell, the music your favorite.
Oh, you got
more.
the clock. Oh, okay. Yeah.
We gotta wrap this up.
Get out of here. I'm finna after
I'm
the
finna get off work too.
get on YouTube. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. We gonna get on YouTube when I get back. On
Yeah,
Instagram.
I'm gonna get out. I can give me time to get home. I'm gonna get home about 11:30, 12:30.
Okay. All right, Tosh. I'm gonna see you
Yeah,
on IG.
it's 12
You heard
o'clock
me,
now.
Tosh?
I'll be on the road. I'm going to Virginia.
Okay, safe
Okay.
travel. I gotta get out here. I gotta drop to do something on auntie right.
But I'll check in if y'all are live. Then I'll pop in. Whatever.
All right. Thank y'all.
Later, Gregory.